their lives given proudly for the cause. Those gallant lives given for their country. And to you now the story I will tell. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? Let your comrades know you understand. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? That our lads and lassies will sing along. Remember Peter Cleary and Fergal Carragher. Both were murdered by the forces of the Crown. We'll speak with pride of Jim Lockery and Sean Campbell. In South Armagh these gallant men did dwell. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? Let your comrades know you understand. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? That our lads and lassies will sing along. In North Armagh, remember McIlvanna, Crossy, Burns, Toman and McCare. And from Tyrone, McKerney, Cardy and Coney, McNally, Ryan, Tony Doris too. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? Let your comrades know you understand. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? That our lads and lassies will sing along. Remember Bob Kelly and Jim Bryson, Skipper Burns, Sean Savage and Billy Reid. These men all hail from the gallant Belfast Battalion. So many more I cannot them all name. Won't you sing them a song, sing a lullaby to heaven? Let your comrades know you understand.
by Pierce's side are fought with the Provost too. Now they're faced for the spell, and I spell they fall, the Rangers 7-1.
Sam Brown vote with the buckles big and strong, the holster that's been empty many's a day.
At the Block Court, my protest soon began.
As the order it rang out, present arms if I.
You're listening to the Rebel Rebel podcast with Rory Carson. Tasha Vigeshtak, listen fod cruelly Rebel Rebel, le Rory McCarson.
Well, folks, how's all doing? Welcome to another Rebel Sundays on the Rebel Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro, here till 4 o'clock this afternoon. You're very, very welcome along. We'll have no Celtic match to keep us behind this afternoon, so hopefully we'll get as many people in tuned in. I know Rangers are playing at the minute, so they are getting beat 1-0. Happy days. So they did get a penalty now, which from what I'm hearing and looking, it was not a penalty at all. But here, when it comes to Rangers games, that is no surprise at all. So it isn't. So I'm glad Tavernier booted it over the bar. He must have been watching a bit of the rugby yesterday, so he must have been. Yeah, folks, welcome along. So if you are watching on Facebook, please hit the share button for me. Say any Republican groups you're part of, any Celtic groups you're part of, any Rebel music groups like that. Share it to the groups for me. That's the only way we can get the stream and the show shared. As I mentioned most weeks now, because my sort of output due to Facebook has been reduced significantly because of some of the political stuff I post on Facebook. So I have, I think it's 16,000 followers, but this show today may only be sort of aimed out towards 5,000 of them. Do you know what I mean? So it's a joke, like it's not fair at all. But it seems like anything Republican at all. or anything sort of rebel music related at all is just getting punished by Facebook. So that's the only way we can get this here shared. So if you're part of any groups, folks, please hit the share button and we'll get loads and loads and loads of people watching today. Of course, if you're watching on Twitter, we're trying to build up Twitter followership, Twitter viewers, or if you can please retweet the show if you're watching it on Twitter. And also if you're watching on YouTube, you're very, very welcome. You can just copy and paste the link and copy it on just to any of your social media feeds or anything. So folks, you might have seen there at the start of the show, we'll put up the ad there for the big fans gathering. Officially, tickets went on sale on Friday. The morning that was St. Paddy's Day, so I was very, very surprised how well they've done. They've been going really good the last 2 days sales. So folks, over the Friday and the Saturday, we're going to be limited to 250 people per in the hall, in each night in the hall. So what we're going to be doing is, well, obviously we'll talk about throughout the show about the who's we playing at the gigs, about the room rates for the hotel, because loads of people have been torching me all week. They officially released the proper room rates yesterday, so I put it on Facebook and all the other socials last night to let you all know. So we'll mention that there throughout the course of the show today. So we'll just jump into the comments here and see who we have watching in this afternoon. Let's see. So Joseph McGill is watching. How you doing on YouTube? Arthur Taylor is watching Paradise Way in Glasgow. Hail, hail. There's Spanners himself, Marty Heaney, and he says he was very surprised the amount of people were calling him. Here's your man Spanners there at the Devonish on Wednesday night. But same yourself, Elaine and Stevie had a good night. Anyways, fair play to you. Good crack. So Arthur Taylor says, Ro, can I get a shout out for a request, bud? Yes, so what would you like, mate? Let me know. There's Elaine on as well. Martin Kane. Well, what's the crack? Hoping how you're keeping well. Any chance playing Clover? No Criminal in Me. Jim McCaff, afternoon, hail, hail. Mon the Coleraine, good vibes. Obviously, a wee dig there last week about the Irish, the League Cup final. But I have to say, I give Clevenville their props. They did come back and get the victory. Fair play to them. Wouldn't have been supporting myself, but yep, fair play. Big Johan, what is the crack? 1-0 Dundee. Yes, there's our friend Johan over in Stockholm in Sweden, the Swedish Provo. He had a good late last night. I was watching a few of his live feeds on Facebook, so he was. Let's see. Marty as well. No request. Any chance playing Marty Higgins, the bold orange men. Harry Townsend. Yes, loads of people today looking for come on Dundee. Celine, how you doing? What's the crack? I was looking for you at Dan's funeral the other day. I didn't see you, so I didn't. Let's see how you doing. Who else we'll have on today? Carlan McCrory watching on YouTube. How you doing, Carlan? There's Aaron Fagan. What's the crack, Aaron? Looking on Facebook today. Grace McQuaid, good to see you on it. Brilliant night Wednesday. Yes, definitely was, Grace. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Leo Fagan, come on to Dundee. Dan Bream, what's crack, Dan? Afternoon from all in sunny Coatbridge. Hail, hail, the Republican Coatbridge. Let's see who else we'll have here on Facebook. Cheryl Lee. Is that Leah? Right, I need a shirt. I think you're talking about these ones here. See, I got these here made up for when we've done the tour over in Glasgow and Scotland and Liverpool. But I think what I'm going to be doing, I'll have to get a few more made now for the big fans gather and sell them, because people were even on Wednesday night there. I was wearing this here one and people were going, Jesus, you're not gonna, where are they? You're not selling these t-shirts? So I'll have to maybe get a few more made and get them on the website and see. Arthur Taylor, let's see, Top Man Row, yeah, we won't miss you next time. Lad, Paradise, hail, hail, that's for sure. Brian Taggart is watching on Facebook. Afternoon, no, here's another great show. And if the Buns lost, even better, definitely. John Boy McElhenney, good afternoon, no, bought my tickets, happy days, yes, good man yourself. Hope you're over the COVID. Ronan McDonald, afternoon, no, yes, Ronan, and mate, great to see you the other day and finally meet you in Derry at the Derry City Football Club. It was a great gig, or a great couple of gigs, so it was. Great to finally see you, buddy. Steph McNally on Facebook today. Bad day when even Chris Boyd says it was never a penalty. Jesus Christ. There he's back. James Devin McClave. What's the crack? James, missed you last week, so I did, mate. I know you're over here in family business, so we'll forgive you. Good to see you on, mucker. Ray Callahan on YouTube. Afternoon all. Can't hang around. Off to Croke Park for another win. Up the Dubs. Let's see. Leo Fagan on Facebook. Was good to see you on Paddy's Day parade in the town before you went to Derry for your gig. Can you play Sean South? Right, let's see. Declan Delaney. Afternoon, Row and gang. Have a great Rebel Sunday. Derek Delaney. Sorry, my apologies, Derek. Well, he is back on home soil, he is, after your wee trip to Benidorm. Let's see who else we'll have. I think that's Neil Costigan is watching today from sunny Staten Island over in America there. Let's see, Celine says, yeah, so I couldn't get the other kids were off school. I think that's all what we'll have through, right? So we'll go to the first song of the day's show, folks. Say we'll have, as I mentioned earlier on Facebook and the other socials this morning, I haven't got a lot of preparation done this week. I think I did say last week I was going to have Liam Latin on the show today, but I think obviously just with the so many gigs this week, I was flat to the mat, which I'll obviously talk about later on. I don't really think it's fair on Liam to just throw him in the deep end here on Sunday without sort of getting a lot of the preparation for the interview and all done. So hopefully get him on the next week or so with a bit of luck. So yeah, we're just flying solo again myself today. So say I haven't got a lot of songs prepped today, which I normally do. So it's up to yourselves, folks. So keep the requests flying in, and I will have them. I'll definitely get them on for you, and I should you'll have most requests you have. So get them on. Right, so we'll shoot on with the first song of the day, and obviously I mentioned I bumped into Ronan McDonald there in Derry on Thursday. It's Paddy's night, so really good to see you. So we're going to do a song from the album that Ronan sort of put together. Here it's called Stories of the Land. The Shanachie Sessions, the one we're going to play, is a lovely track. Obviously all about Patrick Pierce's last letter to his mother, called My Last Farewell, and it's sung on this here album. So it's by Monica McGuigan. Absolutely beautiful. So here we go for Ronan McDonald, mate. You're a legend. This is My Last Farewell from the Stories of the Land, the Shanachie Sessions, folks. The first track of the day on Rebel Sunday. So get the requests in, and we'll try and get as many songs on as possible for the next 3 hours. Here we go.
Dearest mother, I am writing just to say I won't be home. There's something that I have to do, and I must do alone. They have took me and they've put me in this lonely prison cell. Tonight my thoughts are with you as I say my last farewell. So say goodbye to Margaret, Mary, Bridget and me all. I have no words to tell you how much I'll miss you all. And though I may not show it, you know I've loved you well. So in my final letter, I will bid my last farewell. Dearest brother, won't you take good care of all the folks for me? Go home to Rathfarnham on the day they set you free. I was happy when you stood by me in all that we've been through. No one has ever had so true a brother such as you. To say goodbye to Margaret, Mary, Bridget and me all. I have no words to tell you how much I'll miss you all. And though I may not show it, you know I've loved you well. So in my final letter, I'll bid my last farewell. Dearest mother, it's so very sad that now we have to part. To understand the reasons would trouble your poor heart. I have told you since I was a boy, it was my destiny to die a true brave soldier, so that one day you'd be So say goodbye to Margaret, Mary, Bridget, and me Hall. I have no words to tell you how much I'll miss you all. And though I may not show it, you know I've loved you well. So in my final letter, I'll bid my last farewell.
There we go. So my last farewell there, I feel that there was sung beautifully, I have to say, by Monica McGuigan, that there's from the Stories of the Land, the Shanaghy Sessions, and it's crazy that their album wasn't out that long ago. Well, it doesn't seem like it's that long ago, and now Ronan and the lads are ready to release their brand new album again, with all the Derry ones. So I'm really looking forward to hearing some of the tracks from that there, as far as it's going to be released in May sometime. It's going to be the album launch night, so it is. So, yep, looking forward to whenever that finally comes out. A few more people jumping in there, let's see. Arthur Taylor says, yep, top quality as always, Ro, but good man yourself. Stevie Holbrook, Ro, can you play Kevin Lynch? Stevie, I've seen a few pictures from you at the Irish Brigade gig on Thursday, mate. You looked rough, seriously. I have to say. Definitely overdone it a bit in Wednesday nights he did. But here, mate, fair play to you, good cracks you were. I have a few photos here and pictures and go try and get up from Wednesday. So yeah, folks, just obviously over the last couple of days, I say the reason sort of didn't have much prep in for the day's show was because I normally throughout the week I'll be sort of saying, yeah, I'll play that song, I'll put a wee note down, do this one, whatever. But so busy with so many gigs this week. Obviously then, so Wednesday night was the first one, was like the pre St. Paddy's Day party at the Devonish. And I have to say, I mean, for a Wednesday night, the place was rammed, so it was absolutely chocker black. You could have got much more people in, so you could have hopefully a lot of you has maybe seen my live feeds that I put up throughout the night. Loads with Stephen first, Stefan, Stephen, the way you pronounce it. Again, fantastic. And obviously I told Stephen that I was talking to Gary while Stephen was on, and he was very, very complimentary. Like I think basically Gary's word to me where he says, do you think is there a better singer in Belfast at the minute? Like that's massive respect coming to Stefan from Gary Oakes with us. So I said that, I don't think he believed me when I told him. And even then, so between before Gary Oak come on, our new flute band come on, and that listen, the two wee lads at the front on the bass drum and the snare drum. I know Mackie had said to me, Mackie runs there now, he says, watch that young lad on the snare drum. He's just a kid. It's his brother was playing the bass drum, so it was. And he's made the same, when I was doing the live feed, I kept zooming in on the wee young lad playing the side drum. And he says, just watch him. Obviously, him knowing me, being a sort of a very meticulous snare drummer, and I also noticed the wee flaws and stuff. I watched him and see for someone so young, Jesus, like he done some of the wee flickery bits that I might have even had trouble doing. So fantastic, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, Ernie were class, and then Gary Oak at the end, just done what Gary Oak does every time you see him playing. It just always puts on a phenomenal show. So he does. Yeah, it was great for myself. So big shout out to Saoirse Promotions, Conor McLaughlin, Kate and Michael O'Malley. Kate and Michael were up for the gig there on Wednesday. Brilliant night, so it was. Put on a great show. Yeah, fair play to them. So then literally it was like on Thursday, St. Patrick's Day itself, down to the parade in Belfast City Centre, and I did sort of say it's probably the most anti sort of Irish St. Patrick's Day parade anywhere. But the whole town was awash with tricolours and whatever and stuff, and it was great to see. I mean, the parade barely filled down through the street with the amount of people heaving on from the sidelines. It was fantastic. Some really class floats, so there was. It was really good. So we were done out there, and then literally, as soon as the parade was finished, I jumped in the car, head straight up the Derry for the first gig of the afternoon in the City Derry of a Sports Social Club. So we'd done 2 hours there, and then literally jumped in the van, got my gear in the van, headed straight to where the hell was I playing that night? I can't remember. It was let's go to my head. Literally wee village probably is a village you probably call it, just outside Derry, but I think it's in Donegal. So Gary was playing there first. I went straight in behind him afterwards, and what I was met with when I went in, it was basically a nightclub. So it was place was absolutely bonged to the doors. All young ones completely wiped, probably from on the drink that day. So I went in, done like a 2-hour DJ set. Once Gary was finished, really up for it. I played a bit of everything, fantastic, and then straight back in the van, geared back in the van, back to Derry to finish up the last set of the night when Gary was finished in the Derry City Sports Social Club again, and brilliant gig. So it was, and I didn't really have too much drink for being St. Patrick's Day because there was lots of people saying, "Go on, get you a pint, buy me all the drinks and all that," but I literally had to get up 7 o'clock the next morning and head straight to Belfast because my uncle Dan had died during the week, and I had to go up for the funeral. And obviously I didn't want to miss it, so I sort of said to myself, no, I have to lay off the drink up early on Friday morning to get up the road again. But again, big shout out to Conor McLaughlin, Kate and Michael O'Malley from Saoirse. They always look after us no matter what. I can't say anything. Like anytime they book me for something, it's all a great gig they put on and like put you up. I mean, lovely. Busy apartments put us in the other day on Thursday night, so fair play. So I was a great couple of days. So cheers to everybody that came to a couple of gigs and stopped by and said hello, got photographs and all done. It was really I was really touched. So the amount of people that come up. So thanks, folks. Right, so we're going to play a song here now from a band that again I know a couple of lads are watching here now from the band. I first met them on Thursday, St. Patrick's Day, up in Derry. So we're talking about Finnan from Cross McLean. Absolutely bunch of rockets, a lot of them. Jemmy is as much a fucking rocket in real life as he is, as I've talked to him over Facebook. Man's mad as a hatter. So he is. Clint, you're just an absolutely fucking balloon. But lovely fellas, John, great man. And I suppose, what was it called? Johnny Daggs, your new guitar player. He took it umbrage the other night when we're sitting after having a wee drink there afterwards, and I just listened to this guy talking, and I said to John, I says, "Is that boy a traveller, is he?" And like, wasn't trying to be disrespectful or nothing, whatever. And he's like, "Jesus Christ, whatever." But we had a bit of crack, and it was a good laugh. So yeah, brilliant band. He's all put on a great show. She did. From what I seen of it, anyway, I'd say sorry I couldn't stay for your set because I had to head straight away to go and do the other set up at their garage. So we're going to do a song now, obviously from Finnan, from their album Patriotic Flame. We're going to do two Brentons this time. A few people have already requested to play two Brentons in the show this afternoon, so I think it's fitting we'll do that there. So Finnan, lads, brilliant. Cannot wait to see you on Easter Saturday. They promised me a t-shirt and I have to wear it, so God knows what's going to be on this t-shirt. Yeah, lads, really great to catch up with you in Derry on Paddy's Day there. So here's folks, the next tune in the afternoon. This is the two Brentons from Finnan, from Cross McLean, from their album Patriotic Flame.
I'll tell the tale of gallant men who in the hills round Cross McLean became a living legend in their day. All their daring deeds in freedom's fight shone like a beacon in the night, where Harvey and McVerry showed the way. Oh, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wounds, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive their names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Molly and to Burns. A ball of smoke rolls o'er the land, cruel fate had played its hand. To Brendan's would have chose no other way. Oh, they died the way they'd want to go in action against the British foe. They lived and died to serve the IRA. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wounds, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive their names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Molly and to Burns. In Crossmaglen and Colleville, we keep alive their memories still. In Silverbridge, we speak their names with pride. And from Darcy down to Katy Town, through generations we'll pass down their exploits and the cause for which they died. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wounds, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive their names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Molly and to Burns. We're a special kind of people here. We breed defiance, never fear, and we'll still be here when the tide against England turns. Oh, for in our hearts we know we're right, and we never will give up the fight. And we owe that much to Molly and to Burns. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wounds, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive their names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Molly and to Burns. We salute you, Brendan Molly and Brendan Burns.
Yes, and a fin there, folks. The lads from Crossmaglen, that's from their album there, Burning Pride, with Brendan Molly and Brendan Burns, the two Brentons. So, yeah, lads, great to catch up with us on Paddy's Day. Say, rockets lollies, but fair play, good crack, I have to say. And really looking forward to getting up to your gig on Easter Saturday. But the amount of grief I haven't given you the other night, I don't know, I think Clint said they're going to lock me up in the caravan somewhere, throw away the key, something like that, I don't know. Right, Grace, yes, I'm going to get it on, don't worry, don't be torching me today now. Right, let's see. Right, so yeah, I see it's all coming. Nice hit. It was Buncrana. So I was in, yeah, I just keep forgetting it in my head. So it was the Atlantic Bar in Buncrana we went to. And say, I went into this place, I just looked at a wee bar, and then I was like, where the hell's Gary playing? And I looked through the door and just seen like all these laser lights and all. Oh shit, must be in there. Went up to the side, and so Gary was on this wee stage, and the place just rammed. He's been seen a few videos that I put up. So the resident DJ, he was there, come up and says, "Oh, you roll, Rick, come on up with me, I'll show you where to go." And literally it was great. All I needed to do was just plug in my two laptops, nothing else, which was really handy. But more frustrating is because I took down all my gear out of the Derry City Club before I left. Me, I'm going to need it for this other gig. Took out my DJ stand, everything, all the leads, and it turned out didn't need any of it. So I had to bring it back to Derry, got it again, had to take it all back out of the van, set it up again in the middle of a bunch of bloody baying mob of rackets who were full, dancing about the Gary Oak, and trying to go through them all this here stuff, set it up without getting drink through over me and my gear, which didn't quite help. I think I got 3 pints bought to me, and I got about half of one of them drunk. The rest were all spilt over the floor, so they were. But here, that's St. Paddy's Day for a bit of crack. But yeah, listen, the lads in Derry City are in the supporters club. Here we go, 1-1 now. Rangers have just scored, so they have. I wonder was it a penalty, or penalty? I'll just check here now and see. Was it? So Anthony and Connor in the Derry City club, lads, fair play. Couldn't have done enough for me, and all of us from Stacia who were that day. So top quality work. Hopefully to see us there again soon. So no, it wasn't burn foot, Joseph. Stevie Hobark says, I have a caravan you can borrow. Can you throw yours in the back of the van, Stevie? Can you? I don't know. Let's see, 19 emails from Dublin. Just you're throwing in some requests today, Arthur, but here they're good and so they are. Right, so the next one we'll go do, somebody that asked, maybe near the start there of the show, was looking for a bit of spirit of freedom. So I'll jump in and see who it was, if I can find it. Let's see who it was looking for bit of spirit of freedom. Where are we? I think it was Jim McCaff. Jim McCaff was looking for it. John I was looking for a bit of Big Tom. Oh Jesus, obviously taking a wee bit of the pisser over the other night for playing Wagon Wheel. Well, here you're fairly up or doing a bit of javing, she were your missus. That Wagon Wheel song, she were. Listen, you were going to do this anyway. This is Spirit of Freedom with the ballad of Billy Breed, a great ballad of another North Belfast volunteer, folks.
I'll sing you a song of a terrible wrong, when the flags they all blew at half mast. When the man he lay dead, he was riddled with lead, and he died on the streets of Belfast. And the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. And they never said why Billy Reid had to die, or he died to free Ireland. It happened one day when the bald IRA went out to fight for our land. Well, an old Thompson gun put the Brits on the run, and returned to their home was their plan. And the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. And they never said why Billy Reid had to die, or he died to free Ireland. While returning the gun, Billy met British Huns, and when the fight had begun, his position was dire when his gun wouldn't fire, so he died with the old Thompson gun. And the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. And it never said why Billy Reid had to die, or he died to free Ireland. And the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hand. And they never said why Billy Reid had to die, or he died to free Ireland. Although he lay dead, he was kicked in the head by the hair, they dragged him around. And they still fear him yet, but they'll never forget how brave Billy Reid stood his ground. And the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. And they never said why Billy Reid had to die, or he died to free Ireland. If you think he was right, come and join in our fight, and help to free Belfast. For the blood Billy shed, we will never forget, in our hearts his memory will live. And the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with the gun in his hand. And they never said why Billy Reid had to die, or he died to free Ireland.
Yeah, it's Billy Reid there, folks, from Spirit of Freedom. So I was just looking through, can't find who it was actually, who asked that there. But yeah, it's Billy Reid from Spirit of Freedom. So we'll go do another song here. Obviously, a track now that there guy who's singing out there obviously was one of the guys that was Tony Kelly, who was obviously involved in the escape from the H blocks, and another man who was probably in charge of a way up there and of their escape. One of the leaders anyway was Brenton Bick McFarland. So we're going to play the track here from him. That's actually on my album, the one, the Rebs for Hope. And cheers for anyone who bought a copy there on Wednesday night. We're selling it outside. So I haven't got much of them left now, folks. Hopefully I make it shift, the rest of them shifted to Bundoran this year. So I might, or maybe at the Ballad Fest, which will be in Dublin, which we mentioned later on as well. So yeah, we're going to do somebody had asked me to play this here track. I'm just looking as well. There's not many comments coming through on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I can't see them all, so I can't. But yeah, they asked me to play Terrace or Dreamer. So we'll get our next face. Let's see. I see Sean Butler on Facebook. Hills around Dunloy, please mate for the North Antrim Brigade. Breeds McFarlane, how you doing, Breeds? Hi, Ro, can you play The Warrior from West Belfast? Owen Cranley, how you doing? Owen, well, what's the crack with you up at Nathan Carter last night there in the Irish Centre? I've seen a few videos, not sure if I'm out there as your cup of tea or anything, so that. Richard O'Callaghan says, over the wall for Dutch Dockerley, who died about 2 weeks ago in Dublin. He was one of the escapees from the Crumlin Road back in the day. Right, mate, I'll look in that there, definitely. Right, let's see anything else. You're all looking for Wagon Wheel, because I didn't play it there on Wednesday night. And the Davney said, you're actually sure I did it not? Now, remember, I was sober. I think I did play it, but you saw Billy Black. I don't think Marty and Stevie, he's what drunk you're on it. You can remember anything I played, could you? Marty is Kim's looking for New Lodge Pride. I think I have it there on a song from Fianna with another one. Not how we joke there. Definitely no Richie Remo. If I've ever played Hit the Diff, it's going to be Marty Moon, and not that or playing Richie Remo. Definitely not. Surprise! Terry Craney is looking something from Damien Quinn. Jesus, I would never know what you'd be looking for, Terry. Right, here we go. We're going to move on with the tunes. Right, so this is the one we played last year was Billy Reid, and he was the guy singing it was Tony Kelly, obviously one of the skippies from Longkesh. That crazy mad escape. So now we're going to do one from another escapee, Brent McFarland, and this is Terrace or Dreamer. So after this song, folks, I'm going to mention about the room rates and all, and hotel tickets and stuff for the big fans gathering. I'll let you all know exactly how you can buy them, how you can get a hotel room, where to stay, blah blah, and how much it's going to cost. Because I have been tortured this last week with people. I had to go on to the hotel yesterday just to give me all the clarification, but it's all sorted now, so I'll let you know about it there. Sure you were, Marty. Right, here we go. This is Brick McFarlane, folks. Terrace or Dreamer on Rebel Sundays. The full 7 minutes of it, phase.
Sackville Street, the curfew drove the restless out of sight. The black and tans marched up and down, the moon shone cold and bright. The shot was like a whip crack, pulled the first man off his feet. He died on bloody cobblestones while his comrades combed the street. They called up reinforcements, pulled the people from their beds. They were screaming, "Get the bastard!" but its fear was in their heads. Found him in a cellar. He was only 17, fighting for his country, dying for green. The sergeant dragged him by the hair and beat him to the ground. troops away. They went in stony silence, such a price to have to pay. Some knelt and prayed beside him, but it's too late anyhow. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. In 66 this country sang the praises of the dead. We didn't call them rebels then, we used patriot instead. On every household TV screen we saw how hard they fought, how they spilled their life's blood, how freedom had been bought. The garden gates were opened up to silent motorcades. Cannons boomed and flags unfurled, solemn wreaths were laid. Prayers for those departed were called for loud and clear. For those who had been outlawed, but that was another year. Veterans lined up stiff and proud, their white hair ruled the wind, with their pride pinned to their gabardines, the thoughts upon their friends, and bitter wounds burst open, the scars of history went flying into our faces in stark reality. Just up the road from Sackville Street, but things are different now. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. Along the Falls Road soldiers pushed their glances left and right. Kids of the English working class, soldiers overnight, tossed into the melting pot of bloody war and strife, never understanding and fearing for their lives. Outside the Glen Road Brewery, oh, a bomb takes two away. The bomber's work is over, he's finished for the day. The terrorist or the dreamer, or the savage or the brave, it depends whose vote you're trying to catch, whose face you're trying to save. There's tea and cakes in Downing Street, there's whispers in the hall. Let's move the Cure Odisha, now our backs are to the wall. There's panic down in Leinster House, where words are seldom scarce. Send someone to Glasnevin quick to remember Patrick Pearse. Once more his crucifixion, it seems a lie somehow. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. Once more his crucifixion, well, it seems a lie somehow. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. He's a hero now.
So in the back there, folks, with Terrace or Dreamer, the legendary Brenton Bick McFarlane there, folks. And before that, one we had Spirit of Freedom with volunteer Billy Reid too. So Tony Kelly there and Brenton Bick McFarlane too. escapees of Longkesh together. Right, so as we're saying now, we're going to mention about the big fans gathering. So say tickets, folks, went on sale on Friday. So I mean, for basically going on sale the day after St. Patrick's Day, I was astonished how well they went on the first day. Good few yesterday sold as well. So I'm quite happy. So I am, to be honest, how they've been going the first couple of days. So we say it's December, so plenty of time. Hopefully they get it sold out. So I'll just show you now what the details are, and I'll talk about the hotel and stuff. So this is going to be, I'll say the lineup, folks. It's going to take place over Friday the 2nd and Saturday the 3rd of December in the Balmoral Hotel here in Belfast. And over the 2 nights we'll have the Irish Brigade, Clover, Damien Quinn, Marty Higgins, Stefan, Burbu, Kieran Cloughan and Arcarta. And this is the lineup for the first night then, so it is. So Friday the 2nd is the Irish Brigade, Stefan, Burbu and Arcarta. So if you're wondering who Burbu is, you might go understand who's these guys. It's 2 guys from Derry. One of them, the lead singer, is a good friend of mine, Barry Davey. You'll have seen him on Facebook doing loads of live feeds. He sings in most of the bars all over Derry. So he has a 2-piece set up with his mate, Andy Doherty. So Andy is the whistle and flute player from Kelly's Men. Phenomenal musician. So but together the 2 of them are Burbu. So they're going to be putting on a great set. And then obviously opening up that night is the 2 young lads, Cian and Cormac from Arcarta. They'll be on first. They obviously opened up the show last year on the Saturday. So really proud to welcome them back. So then on the Saturday, we're going to have Clover, Damien Quinn, Marty Higgins and Kieran Cloughan. If any of us have been the Rock Bar, you'll know Kieran. He's a regular down the bar. He's like a sort of up and coming rebel singer at the minute. So I was quite happy to get Kieran in. He's going to be doing the first half hour or so for the first set of the night on the Saturday. So you can see here the tickets, folks, they're a wee bit dearer than last year's, but obviously now I have a bigger outgoing this year, so I have to put the tickets up a wee bit. I'm sure you'll understand, but obviously bigger venue, bigger lineup, which always means a wee bit more money. So that's just the way things are. So for a 1 night wristband, folks, they're £15, right? So that's the same there for Friday, right? On the Saturday, they're £15. So if you want to buy, if you're going to be going for both nights, so a weekend wristband for the 2 nights is £25. So you'd be saving yourself a fiver there. So if you want to get your wristbands, folks, this is, you can see the address there. Here we go. The bottom of the link here. So if you want to buy tickets online, just go on there at the address rebelpodcast.bigcartel.com. So you can pay there through PayPal or with a credit card or a debit card, whatever. Now, I know we're going to mention there's a few people have contacted me. Some people just don't have a bank card or don't use PayPal. Not a problem at all, folks. So if you just contact me via PM, I am going to have a list for people to sort of that I can go and deliver the tickets to, so you can pay cash or whatever. You know what I mean? If you're local, so there was a big massive list like that last year. It wasn't not a problem. So we'll be doing that again for the course of the next few weeks for this gig as well. So say if you want to get your tickets online, pre-purchased, go to there. You see the address at the bottom of the page here of this here link, rebelpodcast.bigcartel.com, and you can pay via PayPal or debit card or credit card. So you can, if you don't want to pay that there, just contact me on any of my pages and I will arrange to get the tickets sent out to you or collected, and you can pay cash. Okay, so obviously, folks, for the hotel, so this year, because it's in the hotel, a lot of people want to stay in the hotel it's in, because loads of people are travelling from Scotland, England, from the south as well. So the hotel have set a special room rate. I mean, obviously, this is December and it's their peak time because they have a lot of stuff happening over December. So they've given us a slightly reduced room rate for the night. So for the Friday the 2nd, a single room bed and breakfast is £90. A double room is £100 bed and breakfast. For Saturday the 3rd, a single room is £100 and a double room is £110. So folks, there's just Balmoral Hotel, Belfast.co.uk. Or you can just check out them on Facebook. But if you want to ring up the hotel and book, it is 02890 301 234. Simple as that there, folks. But say I've put all the details for all this here stuff on all the Facebook page and Twitter and on Instagram. So it's all there from last night. So very, very easy to find, folks. But yes, there's loads of people that want to stay in the hotel. So not a problem. That's the details there for you. So hopefully you can all make it. That's why I wanted to do it two nights this year, because so many people said last year, and they were coming over for the weekend anyway, they were like, why don't you just do it 2 nights instead of the one? Give us a big show. So we went all out, folks. So Marty Keane, yes mate, I've already got you down on the list for 5, don't worry, and Jenny McQuaid as well, I have you down as well. So you just let me know how many you want. James, any chance to get our tickets hand delivered? Well, here, it might cost you to pay my ferry over or my plane ticket over, but if it means it's a good weekend away in Birmingham, make it that they're sorted out, mate. Right, so what are we going to do next? Right, so Marty Kane had asked for a bit of Clover. Right, so we're going to do this here one here from the Emmons. This is their album, from the title track from their album, No Criminal in Me. Obviously you heard this here, the whole story behind this song when we had Miles Gaffney on there a few weeks ago. Great story about this song. And obviously Miles put his own stint on it. So this one here, obviously Clover have took it now and done their sort of version as well. So this is Clover, No Criminal in Me, from their album No Criminal in Me. And this is spicy for Marty Kane on Rebel Sundays, folks. We're just going 10 to 2, so we've have another 2 hours and 10 minutes left. So any more songs you want, write them down in the comments and I'll try and get them all on for you this afternoon.
I dreamt I met a man named Bobby Sands from Belfast. He told me of his childhood and his youth. In the back streets of Twinbrook he played from morning till night. He assumed no hate on others, that's the truth. He said, there's no criminal in me, all I long for is to see my country at peace and my people one and free. When I had life in me, I stood with dignity. I fought the strangers till the moment that I died. The strangers came and I saw my people suffer, and the boy inside me, he soon became a man. I joined the volunteers and I swore to free my people, and for right or wrong I tried, I made my stand. You see that house there, that's the home of Joe MacDonald. We were sentenced 14 years in Longcash jail. But I have one last card to play for those strangers, and my mind is made to lead a hunger strike. He said, there's no criminal in me, all I long for is to see my country at peace and my people one and free. When I had life in me, I stood with dignity. I fought the strangers till the moment that I died. The strike, it took my life, and I remember that mattress on the ground to rest my head. This blanket as my shield, well, I stood proud and I stood tall. You see that mural there, it says Bobby Sands, that's me upon the wall. He said, there's no criminal in me, all I long for is to see my country at peace and my people one and free. When I had
fought the stranger till the moment that I died. I fought the stranger till the moment that I died. I fought the stranger till the moment that I died. I fought the stranger till the moment that I died.
Sound there of Clover, folks, for yous. Especially for Marty Kane, that one. That's from their album No Criminal in Me. That's the title track from the album called itself No Criminal in Me. So yeah, Marty, that one's spicy for you. Let's see. So the Bonds have just scored. Just noticed that I got the notification through my phone there. Absolute nightmare, like, but sure. Well, still 3 points, and the games are slipping away. And just remember, folks, we still have to play them twice. So before the league's finished. So it could have a big impact on what happens in this league this year. But just listening to Ange yesterday, you can listen to that man all day. Just when you listen to his press conferences, and like, you listen to his conferences before the games, like the day before or something. He must just get so annoyed every week by the Scottish media. Like, could you listen to him? It's the same old shite, moan, drone, crappy questions, and you can just see him sitting going like, oh, seriously, again, like, seriously, is it what he asked? Like, that's shit. The questions from the Scottish media are absolute bollocks that they ask him, like, and I like to actually listen to the fans' questions, because they do like a press conference as well for all the supporters' social media pages and YouTube channels, and their questions are actually very good. They're a bit more in depth and interesting than some of this here shit that the Scottish media ask them. You know what I mean? And you can see him just sort of shaking his head every week, like. But yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah, so just the ones that were asking about the tickets, can they get kept? Obviously, I'll keep them for you, but what I'll tend to do, I'm putting the list together first. If people want to pay cash, that don't want to pay online, and I'll be contacting you over the next month or two to arrange about getting the tickets out to you. But say really, really surprised, folks, of how the tickets went for the first couple of days of sale. So brilliant. Really, really happy with. And I know the hotel were on me the other day. Just give me a wee update about obviously the rooms, and they're very happy so far about the amount of people that booked in the hotel for the weekend. So let's see. Marty says, yeah, Ange knows how to handle the media. What a man, definitely is. He's like we're so blessed to have this guy. And I think I seen the thing during the week. And I can remember actually I would listen to Talk Sport in the morning, so I do, and I remember the day whenever it was announced that they were going for Ange and he didn't actually have the proper European license, and Alan Brazil being like an obviously Scotland player and a massive Celtic fan like Swiss, and you could see him going like, Ange pushed a Kugel, what? Who the hell's this here? Where do they find these guys? Oh, Jesus Christ. And it was just as bad. Ollie McCoy was sitting beside him, so he was, and like, what I think he's definitely had the eat a bit of humble pie, and it was so funny watching the Australian media during the week when they were interviewing Ange about it, and your man says, yep, and your man Alan Brazil's had to eat a bit of humble pie, and he says he's had a fair bit of it, but it looks for it, so he has. I think even Ange was just so funny, laughing like whatever. Because they're asking about the Japanese players coming over, and they'd say like, Ange, how you understanding the people know from you first come over, know the Scottish accent and all, and he says it's the Japanese players I feel sorry for, because they learned so hard, like they learn English to come over here, and then he says they've got over here and it's absolutely no use to them whatsoever, because they can't understand a word anybody is saying, obviously knowing the Scottish accents. But it was a very, very good interview. See, Marty here says, yep, Brazil is a prick. But Jim, just as well you just said that there, so you have top of the league looking down the Rangers, and I've lined up this week's song. Actually played it there on Wednesday night in the Devonish. Played it on Thursday as well. Lots of Celtic fans played it on Thursday night up in Buncrana as well. This week's tune. Hopefully this doesn't get us cut off, but this is obviously the new song now that all the Celtic fans are out now singing, and it's a track from the Carpenters, right? So it is, right? So but if you listen to the words, but this was Big Johan, this one's spicy for you. I want to see you singing this here in your house, right? Because you were singing it in the bar in full cooker, and I had to send you a message that says, listen, what's the words of their song? So if we wait to get to the chorus, right, you'll hear what the Celtic fans have been singing. But you might know what it is. Here we go.
Won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially.
Well, folks, this is Rebel Sundays, by the way. You're going, what the fuck's he playing there? The Carpenters, like.
It's clear it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing
Here we go.
to heaven that
On you,
I've
Han.
seen. I'm on the
Top of the league, looking down on the Rangers.
and the only explanation I can find is the love that I've found ever since you've been around. Your love
See, just on top of the league. It's my singing's terrible, folks, but that's the tune that way it goes. So I'd say the Celtic fans are going to be singing that rather loudly across Parkhead and all the rest of the places over the next few weeks. But yep, Johan, that one's spicy for you, mate, so it is.
telling me that things
Right, so speaking of Johan, he put a wee request in there. We'll go to this for you, mate. He was disgusted there. He went to the St. Paddy's Day celebrations in Sweden the other day, and he posted on Facebook. He's absolutely disgusted. Not one Rebel song at all. I'd love to know what the hell shit they were playing. Probably just the usual fiddly D crap they get away with. Yep, the form we have found since Ange has been around sees us on top of the league. There we go. Right, so Johan, my friend, my legendary mucker from Stockholm, Sweden, mate. I love you, the bits. This one's on your own, big lad. Yep, so I'll say Ange, Johan, this is for you, mate. He asked for this here. Downtown country it is. Right, so we go. This is from my big friend Johan in Sweden. He's talking about the Kelly's Men with the bottle of Georgian Pop, mate. That one's spicy for you. So a few other people that asked for this song as well. So this is Fusions as well. So Johan, mate, I love you with all my heart, mucker, and I can't wait to see you here in December again. Sing along this one, folks. This one's doing very, very well there. It's Paddy's Day in Derry. Here we go.
On the slopes of the Craigan, one morning in May, 4 lads left their base with hearts young and gay.
Their cause was for freedom, a cause long denied. And the foreign oppressor they went to defy.
While patrolling our streets, they met with the foe. With the guns at the ready, our lads had to go.
So we raise up our hands and we'll curse that British land who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their paths. But my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian love. They'll not stop me and you. For the police, it went silent when the shooting died down. 2 young lads lay there dead on the streets of our town. Just another 2 lives lost for the ongoing fight. And in Derry we mourn on that faithful night.
So we raise up our hands and we curse that British land who torment the very hearts of men who dared to cross their path. But my heart is broken too. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian power, and they'll not stop me and you.
cold gas stone. It is fighting for Derry, their own native home.
Several moments we remember, and don't you ever forget. We were fighting for Jerry, and we all did. Let's hear it!
So we will.
Across their paths, but my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian now, and they'll not stop me and you. So we will raise up our hands and we'll curse our British land, who's overmeant the very hearts of men who dare to cross their paths. But my heart is broken too. Oh, won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian power, and they'll not stop me and you.
Yeah, sort of a bottle of Georgian Poplar from Callie's Man for you. Especially from my big friend Johan Karlsson, the Swedish Provo from Stockholm there in Sweden. Mate, that one's spicy for you, mucker. Yeah. Right, so what are we going to do next? It's a happy mention this here. So, folks, Bundoran, obviously, it's happening this year. Really looking forward to getting back to Bundoran. It hasn't been on for 2 years. So, if any haven't been to this festival, you need to get yourself to it, folks. It's a phenomenal weekend, so it is. It's called the Hills Donegal Celtic Supporters Festival. It's run by Mickey Bell, Mary Bell, and all the daughters who put so much work into it. So they do a couple of great hotels in the area that are doing good offers over the space of the weekend. So it starts on Thursday the 22nd of September right through to Monday the 26th. So the way the festival works is normally Thursday night will be the first night of it. It's always one band normally plays. I think it's the Spirit of Freedom. You'll usually catch them playing in the Central Hotel. And again, couldn't believe they meant to play on Wednesday night there. And the Devonish come to me, I can't wait to Bundoran. Yeah, you're doing your thing outside in Bundoran on the Saturday. Can't wait to see you and also, it's going to be loads of people are really buzzing about this year, folks. They are, because obviously it hasn't been on for a couple of years. So, the lineup is follows. Shabeen, the full band. Callie's Men, who you just heard there, full band. Ansparad, Fianna from Scotland they're making a turn back to the festival this year. Damien Quinn, Spirit of Freedom, who played earlier on there, and the only Alsop Memorial Flute Band, who for maybe on the Saturday and Sunday you'll see them marching up and down the town all day in there to the bars where the festival's taking place, the gigs taking place. You'll see him. Cruncher O'Neill with Caroline and Big Zach as well. Phoenix Folk, which I think is going to be Big Eddie and Jim Sherry this year. Clover, who are making their debut at the festival. I'm really looking forward to having Clover at the festival this year. That they will go down really, really well. Just the way they play. They're sort of their old style will really suit this festival. Glasnevin again making a return, haven't been to the festival in a good few years. Liam McDonald from Newry, who's making his debut at the festival. Liam Lappin from Oma, who's going to be at the festival this year. Then myself, Ro, from the Rebel podcast. I'll be doing my thing outside on the Saturday. We'll do like a live setup, like a tent, and get busy. Get a few of the singers who are playing at the festival. They come out, do a few tunes for me. I play loads of just rebel music, dance music all day for about 3 hours. And providing what the internet signal is like, we'll do a bit of a live feed as well. And then this year, we're going to have a special guest, Alan Thompson, former Celtic legendary player, Alan Thompson, in the Martin O'Neill era. So Tomo's will be there doing like a question and answer session. So that's going to be great this year, folks. So the wristbands are €50 each. So as far as I know, just keep an eye on the Hills Donegal Celtic Supporters page, Facebook page. And Mickey Bell and Karen and all the rest, and they're going to be releasing the tickets. I think it's the end of March. And that this year, obviously, it's going to be going. Normally, before at the festival, you always would have just queued up, went down, and obviously bought your tickets at the entrance to all the gigs. But now it's all going to be done beforehand. So there's going to be like, no 1 day tickets. You can't go in and say, "Can I buy a ticket just for the day?" Nope, it's only weekend tickets only. That's what Mickey has told me is going to be happening. So that's definitely the way forward. So there's folks. That's this year's Hills Donegal Satellite Supporters Festival. So it'd be great to see a few at that there. Let's see, just get this off here again next. I didn't take it off. Let's see, where is it? I put the wrong screen on. There we go. Right, so comments, a few people are. Johan says, yep, thank you, Ro, but you disappeared from my Facebook in the middle of the song. Zuckerberg is a what? I was wondering there now. So is the Facebook feed off or is it on? Is people still listening on Facebook? Let me know. Because normally it'll tell me, it says you've lost Facebook. Because I was wondering why the numbers really dropped there, so they did. But it's still saying here that it's still on live on Facebook, so it is. So just let me know, folks. If it isn't, I can restart it again. But let's see, it's saying I'm still live, so I wonder why it disappeared there. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Martin Heaney says, yep, I'm thinking about hitting Mondoran this year myself. Yeah, you won't regret it, you won't. Right, so Stevie Holbrook was looking me to play, what's he looking? Kevin Lynch, yes, we're going to do the version from the guys that wrote the song. Conor Kelly, Kieran Davenport from Glasnevin. This is from their very first album. We are the, what the hell do you call it? I'll have to look on that about. Yeah, that was from their first album, so it is. So this is Glasnevin with the ballad of Kevin Lynch is my name. Clover have done a version this year on their latest album there. No Criminal in Me. But for Stevie, this one's for you, mate. Hope you enjoy this. This is the ballad of Kevin Lynch from Is My Name. Oh, hold on a second, I just put it in, make sure it's on the right track. From Glasnevin. Couldn't get you on Facebook. That's strange. What I might just do, and I'll cut the Facebook feed here and then restart it. Because normally I get a notification to say, yep, you've been booted off Facebook. But it didn't happen this time, so maybe that's why I've so many, the numbers went down slightly. So we'll do this here while the song's playing.
Kevin Lynch is my name. From Derry I came to the school. It's Box Hill, my country free. I long to see an end to this great hill. For 25 years I faced my fears. We went on hunger strike. We took on the British Empire with their soldiers, guns, their mites. The sands and hills we could not lose. We had the upper hand. The doctor would not leave us. All she wanted was her land. We and Patsy that side by side on 21st on me. And you right there, and I must join them to see Ireland free one day. As I stare out of my prison cell, I often wonder so if I'll ever be a free man and feel the summer wind blow. Now my time, it has come. No, I cannot return to the friends and comrades I've loved, to my dear old daddy home. But Kieran Doherty next to me, I will not die alone. Over 2 months long I've lasted strong. My body will not give. The strength that keeps me living on, the spirit that lives within. That is why we must fight on for the freedom across the world. Now I must go, I have battled before, paid the ultimate price. Before I leave, just listen close, I'll give you some advice. The island's free and our flag flies high, and all my task is done. But until then, remember the tale, and soon our land will be just a lad like you. I joined the IRA, where all the lads were stood with me when history was made. Oh, Graham and pray, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. Our hills and farms they called to arms was heard by one and all, until the glen came brave young men to answer Ireland's call. Well, it was long ago we faced the foe, the old brigade and me, and by my side they fought and they died so that Ireland might be free. Where stood with me when history was made. Oh, Graham and pray, I long to see the voice of the old brigade. Easter morn I sang, as I recall my comrades all of dark old days gone by. I think of men who fought in Glen with a rifle and grenade. May heaven keep the lads who sleep from the ranks of the old brigade. Everybody! Stood with me when history was made. Oh, Graham and pray, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. Here we go with the Crumlin Road Jail. In Ireland's fight for freedom, boys, the North
you volunteers, the gods is on our side. The jail can break our brave young men, the prison can damp their pride. For England knows and England fears a fearless northern gale, and that's another reason why they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. For England knows and England fears a fearless northern gale, and that's another reason why they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. Yes, that's another reason why we'll free our lads in Crumlin jail.
There we go, Gary Oger, folks, with Earl from their album Live the Brazen Head. Another phenomenal album. I'll tell you again, if you haven't watched the documentary for that, folks, go on YouTube and check it out. Phenomenal. Coach has done some work with it. There are loads of great interviews all talking about that album, and I said that album there, it set the precedent for so many great rebel albums that happened after it, you know, just their whole style of play, and you'll find a lot of other rebel bands came and have based their style around what Earl were doing when they made that album. So yep, they go up. So that was for Grace, who was looking for Crumlin No Jail. Well, after the Boys Over Brigade there, have had their own like a wee double song there for you. Folks, this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast with myself, Ro. Well, I know we're back on Facebook, but normally whenever Facebook cuts off, I get a notification to say on the screen here, oh, it's off, but it didn't that time. But I was wondering why the numbers just dropped down a bit. I was like, wait, what happened there? It dropped down by like 60 people. I was like, where they all go to? But yep, I got it straight back on again. So that let's see. Harley Townsend says, I know that I mean St. Patrick's Day. I shared it to his mate. Oh, it's talking about something else. So how was your St. Patrick's Day, Ro? Well, mate, it was a very busy one. So it was. Obviously, I talked earlier on. I went to the parade there first with Laura and the kids in the Belfast, and then as soon as it was over, he headed straight up the road to Derry, and was it's a mad, crazy day. Not a lot of drinking was done. A lot of driving was done between Buncrana and Derry and back to Derry again for a couple of gigs, but that was great. So yeah, again, big shout out to Anthony and we Connor as well from the Derry City Supporters Club. And just while I'm talking about that there, I just want to give you a wee shout out there for a gig that's happening in tonight. It's a free gig, so it is in the Derry City Sports and Social Club. I'll put the wee flyer up here in a minute so you can see. But it's Rebel Sunday, the 20th of March, from 4 o'clock. Pierce Whitehouse, obviously, he's not a common singer. I've actually seen this guy, but I haven't seen him live. I've seen him playing on Patter Browns, and I remember commenting that night when it happened, saying to Aidan, oh, this guy's very good. He's really lively, so he is really puts himself about well. So yeah, he's going to make his debut at the Derry City Sports and Social Club, and obviously Gary Og as well. Tonight as we playing, doing a bit of an acoustic set, so he is in the Derry City Sport and Social. Obviously, he's only there on St. Patrick's Day, but obviously this is his last gig before he heads back to Scotland again this weekend. So yeah, it's a free gig this evening, folks, from 4 o'clock in the Derry City Sports and Social Club, featuring Pierce Whitehouse from Dublin there, and obviously Gary Og as well. So get yourselves along if you're in Derry for a free gig, and that's a cheap drink, cheap pints as well. So a big shout out to Anthony, and obviously we Connor as well, who had me in there on St. Patrick's Day. Top lads. Cheers to all the staff as well who couldn't do enough. So yeah, if you're in Derry this evening, folks, get yourself up to the Derry City Sports and Social Club for a free gig this evening in the front bar, featuring Pierce Whitehouse and the GOAT himself, Gary Og. So it'll be really intimate, which will be good as well. So get yourself off to that there. So you go, Anthony, not a problem, mate. Just looking through the rest of the requests here. Martin Heaney says, Quiva, singing my song, please, Ro. Well, Ro, how's things? Hugh McKenna, what's crack? Good to see you get your tickets booked during the week, mate. Much appreciated. Steve Hoberg says, Pierce is unreal, good laugh. Oh, he's from Coal Island. Oh, was he, right? I thought he was from Dublin. My apologies, Pierce, mate, I'm very sorry. I think it's because he's playing that in Patters, I assumed he was from down there, but he's obviously not. So he's from Coal Island. Oh, happy days. So I have to say, maybe we'll be seeing a bit more of this here, lad. He was singing in the Rock as well a couple of Fridays ago. There we go, right. Anthony McGill, Pierce Whitehouse. So, yep, Pierce, my apologies. You're not from Dublin. He's from Coal Island, you see. Maybe you should look in a bit more research himself, Ro. Right? Make me look like a bit of a dick there. Yes, he's from Coal Island. I know him well. Right, what are we going to do next? So we're going to do a song here. We haven't played in the show in a while. So I haven't... let's see. Joseph McGuy says, Ro... what's he saying here? Where is it? Ro... we were all evacuated on Monday morning for 12 hours. Suspect device in our back alley. Would you play Suspect device? James Evan McCleve is looking for Damien Quinn, the ball of Peter, Pepe Rooney. Yes, I'll try and get that on today for you. Not a problem. Right, yes, so it says a song we haven't played in the show in a while. Used to play it every other week. But this is another track from our album. We released there last year, the Rebs for Hope, in aid of the two suicide charities here in Belfast. So it's a song, obviously, it's all no Grace. Grace gets played out to death, where it gets, when you listen to Grace, you just go, oh, I'm sick of listening to this song. Unless somebody really a Spice comes up and plays a version of it, you go, wow. So we might do the Danny Kelly version later on, his new version of it, if we get time. But this obviously is a track called Joseph Mary. This is one that was recorded by Sean McCafferty, so it was for that actually particular album played earlier on, raised the Shanley session. So it was. So this is from Sean McCafferty, a song called Joseph Mary, and this is obviously about the marriage of Grace and Joseph, but it's in the eyes of Grace, this one, and that comes from the other end, obviously, about the song all about Grace. So Joseph Mary, folks, from Rebel Sundays. I know a lot of you will love this one. You used to ask for it all the time when it first came out. So Rebel Sundays, doing another hour and a half to go for you this afternoon. If you have any requests, get them in the comment section, folks, and we'll get them on for you.
As you look upon me, you gaze into my eyes. The pain, it moves in slowly, for you've a greater love than I'll forgive you for your first love, for Ireland is so deep. And I know for you to save her, you must leave me here. My heart is breaking, Joseph, as I hear the seagulls play. No longer you'll be with me after all of this today. I know I'll never love again. My heart is far too sore, and I know that you'll stay with me until we meet once more. 1,000 times I've pictured our wedding in my head, with all our comrades gathered, but your fate is set instead. These memories of Kilmainham will stay with me now. This fight for Irish freedom has led us to our vows. Our love lies in the future of Ireland bright and free. We took the call together to gain our liberty. But until then, dear Joseph, sleep where the Grammachrie. And when I finally join you, we'll have eternity. 1,000 times I've pictured our wedding in my head, with all our comrades gathered, but your fate is set instead. These memories of Kilmainham will stay with me now. This fight for Irish freedom has led us to our arms. This fight for Irish freedom has led us to our arms.
There we go, and that is the sound of Joseph Mary there, especially for Johan there just said, what a beautiful song. What's it called? Yeah, it's called Joseph Mary. Lost my train of thought there. Yes, what there was come out there for an album last year. We played from the start of the show. Stories of the Land there, the Shannon sessions. As he was talking about Roland MacDonald earlier on there. This is one of the tracks that Sean has on it. So he's actually got two. He's got North and South of the River plus this one here. So it was sort of sent on to Sean. He put the music to it, whatever, and obviously done his own lay to the song, and it's beautiful, I have to say. That's why I asked Roland could have put it on our album, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Even again, there's just when you're looking at people going, what do you call this song? It's beautiful. Every time you hear it, it's just so nice. It's a class song. So it is. Big up to Sean McCafferty, the whole family of them are all just you could speak about them all day, so you could, but the talent in his family, so you could. I will listen after, Rory. Beautiful tune. Love this song. Let's see. Donny Boy says, yep. It's the only song that pulls my heartstrings, but I've never tired of hearing it. Well, there you go. Right. So I told you earlier on that the gig there for the night, folks. If you are in Derry, this here is happening. Let's see, just get the picture for it. In the Derry City Sports and Social Club. So it's free entry, folks. Just go in the front bar, featuring Pierce Whitehouse, obviously from Coal Island, and not Dublin. My apologies, Pierce. And folks, to say the GOAT, the man himself, Gary Oak, who's going to do an intimate sort of acoustic set this evening in the City Derry Sports and Social Club. So it's free entry. Get yourself along to it. It'll be a great gig, obviously, to finish off Great St. Paddy's weekend. And obviously, I've had this here sent in as well. Loads of people, folks, if you're sitting watching the show today, let me know where you are. Send it in a wee picture, what you're doing in the house, whatever. And we'll get your picture. The ones who were obviously in Benidorm last week. Here's Derek Delaney, of course, repping his Rebel podcast t-shirt wherever he goes. Always rely on you, Derek, to be promoting the show. Good on yourself, Derek. Props as always. Right, what else we're going to do here next? Let's see. So what do I have lined up next? I'm just looking. Yeah, so we've seen Barry Davey commenting there. Just seen him. Haven't seen Barry commenting this show in ages. So he's usually sort of flat out walking away. Good to see you on, Barry. So we were talking about Burrboo earlier on, folks, about them, who they were, and obviously they're going to be playing the Big Fans Gathering this year on the Friday night. So they're going to be on the Friday. So we're going to do a track with them. This is the one that we featured in the wee ad. Obviously, there's a wee 30-second or so clip it of each of the bands that are playing in the video done at the start of the show. So this was the one we'll play from Burrboo. So it's featuring Barry Davey and Andy Doherty together. Two brilliant musicians, but together they are Burrboo from Derry, folks. And this is their version of James Connolly on Rebel Sunday. So if any more requests, put them in. Just keep putting them in the comment section. Go look through the ones that I can get on. I'll try and balance out the sort of fast-paced ones, the livelier ones, between more quieter and chilled out ones over the next hour and a half or so. So it's Burrboo, folks, with James Connolly on Rebel Sundays. Should be anyway.
great crowd it had gathered outside of Kilmainham, their heads all uncovered. They knelt to the ground, for inside that grim prison lay a brave Irish soldier, his life for his country about to lay down. He went to his death like a true son of Ireland. The firing party he bravely did face, as the order it rang out, present arms in fire. James Conley fell into a ready-made grave. The black flag, it was hoisted, the cruel deed was over. Gone was a man who loved Ireland so well. There was many a sad heart in Dublin of Ireland when they murdered James Conley, the Irish rebel. Many years they have gone by since that Irish rebellion, when the guns of Britannia they loudly did speak, as the bold IRA they stood shoulder to shoulder, as the blood from their bodies flowed down Sackville streets. The forecourts of Dublin, the British bombarded, the spirit of freedom they tried hard to quell, but above all that dim came the cry, no surrender. It was the voice of James Connolly, the Irish rebel.
Soon there of Burraboo, folks, from Derry, featuring my good friend, my fellow Westie, although he's emigrated to Derry now a few years, so he has. Barry Davey and Annie Docherty, two sex symbols on their own. Well, maybe Barry is anyway, Andy, but Barry has a bit more work to do on that front, so he has. Yes, that was their version of James Connolly. So you can catch Burraboo play on the Friday night of this year's Big Fans Gathering. So you can. Let's see. Right, so yeah, Donny Boy is heading on 67. It's good to see you on today, mate. There is Michael Turner. What's crack, Michael? Seen you there. You're over in Glasgow yesterday enjoying the match. Good on yourself, mate. Celine says, poor Rory, not getting his tea today. Kate, where are you? She's way back to work today, so she is. So I'm actually just going to they can get a long song on, Celine, so I'm going down and put a cup of tea on myself. Because you can't get the staff, so you can't, you know what I mean? Here, what can you do? Let's see. What else we'll have here? think that's all caught up. Right, folks, we'll have another hour and 20 minutes of the day's show. As I just see me putting through here, as normal. If you are enjoying the show, folks, every Sunday, it'd be much appreciated if you could all sort of throw a wee tip or donation into the show. It helps basically the show to run every Sunday. Like, say, I'm taking time off work every week now as they commit to doing this here. So, say, a lot of expense to do this here, so it is the subscriptions that they pay for the software each week, and obviously all the equipment as well. So say a lot of you do donate to the show every single week, which is much appreciated. So if you can't spare anything at all, you can scan the 2 QR codes there on Revolut or PayPal, folks. Just send in with anything as little or as much as you can. Say all donations are much appreciated. So the links are, if you want to send the link for PayPal, it's paypal.me/DJ Rose Show or revolut.me/DJ Rose Show. And again, there's a good few select ones every week that send me a bank transfer. Obviously, you don't use PayPal or whatever, so if you want to do that there, just send me a wee PM and I'll give you the link, folks, the link for the direct bank transfer. You can send a wee tip or donation through as well. So say, it all goes to help keeping the show going every Sunday, folks. We're one wee sort of happy family and gang here. So obviously, they all using that do support the show every week and send me something through. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. So, yes, right, so what do we have lined up here next? We're going to do it. So Tara McAllister, a wee sham friend from Cushendall, had asked me to play Wally and Danny. So we're going to do a version of this one. I don't know if I've actually played this on the show or not before. So we'll do this here. What's that there? Yep, we'll do this here. This is the Ballad of Wally and Danny. So it is I like Marty's version of it. So this is from Marty's album Lullabies and Battle Cry. So again, Marty Higgins, another guy who's playing at this year's Big Fans Gathering on the Saturday night alongside Damien Quinn, Clover and Kieran Killiffin. So this is Marty Higgins from the Lullabies and Battle Cries album, and this is his version of Wally and Danny, and this is spicy from a wee mate Ducky herself, Tara McAllister, this Rebel Sunday.
Try to sing some songs of freedom, sing some songs of peace, but in the end it's the same old story. They're both too hard to reach. People tell me they're sick and they're tired of seeing this place run down, but I say, take your blindfold off, you hypocrites, and help get it off the ground. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. 70 shots between their bodies, not one of those bullets they missed. But for every trigger that was pulled that morning, will a volunteer, he will enlist. For 5 long hours they kept them lying there. The priest was turned away, but it's another step lower for the SES bastards. We will never forget that day. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for this year after year. swear to prove their worthiness. Thousands they throng the routes to watch the bar still points be hovered helplessly overhead while a ra come out to salute. He emptied their magazines over his coffin till finally the crowd descends. But as another day dawns, the guns will be out again, 'cause Willie and Danny have friends. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for this year after year. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for this year after year. Please say it isn't so.
Yeah, so the Willie and Danny are from Marty Higgins from his album Lullabies and Battle Cries. So it is. Let's see. Just Salim is just saying there. Why has Kate that brought your tea up there? My dad's just brought it there now, but I had to turn the light on. That's why I still have this here on the screen. So we'll get off, or we're back on again. Yes. So we just here ringing me here now. Let's see, Brian. I had to wait a wee second to get the next song on. Right. Yes. What was Willie and Danny from Marty Higgins? Again, Marty's we playing this year's Big Fans Gathering on the Saturday night, so we're really in for a real treat when Marty takes the stage for the so is. So put you back in the comments. Right. Let's see. I think Barry's away on. Good man, Barry, yourself. Much appreciated there for the wee tip, mate. Thank you very much. Let's see. So who was saying? He says, "What's wrong, Roy? You're not giving us culties any grief today." Listen, I know when my bread's buttered, you know. There's time to take the piss and a time not to take a piss, and I think I've given you enough grief over the last couple of weeks, so we'll leave it for a while. So because I know. Yes, I don't want you to turn the show off, you know, like, so don't. Glad you got your tea. There we go. Terry Craney, I'm on my broomstick on the way. Yes, don't worry, Tara. Daddy will be getting a bit of a thing on for you. Damien Quinn very, very soon. Right, so what we'll go to next. So we're talking about Grace earlier on whenever we played the Joseph Mary song, and sort of said, unless somebody comes up like a newer version, it makes you go, wow, I like that version. So this is actually one that's just been released over the last few weeks. You'll all know Danny Kelly. Originally he's from Donegal, but he's been over in Derry now, in Glasgow, good few years now, so he's more or less based over there. So he's recently released his own version of Grace. It's on Spotify at the minute, lots and lots of downloads. So we'll go to this one here. This is obviously the big wah shake them. I am Marty, shake them indeed. So I am. So yes, this is Danny Kelly. It's his latest track. He's just released on the Spotify. So hope you like this one. This is Danny's new version of Grace on Rebel Sundays, folks. And say any more requests, get them on. So we'll have another hour and 10 minutes of the day's show. So loads of time to get in the songs you're looking for this afternoon.
As we gather in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, I think about these past few weeks. Will they say we failed? From our school days, they have told us that we must yearn for liberty. But all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Then take me out at dawn and I will die. And with all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this dear land. But when Padre called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. And with all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now as the dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this way mourn as I walk out, my thoughts will be of you. And I'll write some words upon the walls so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the rose. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. And with all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. And with all my love I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our
Sort of Danny Kelly here, folks, obviously from Scotland, originally from Donegal. That's his latest track, or just released on Spotify over the last couple of weeks. Ball of Grace for you folks. So yeah, get on that there, download it, have we listen to it. There's Danny Kelly music on Spotify. That's the Ball of Grace there for you. This is Rebel Sundays, folks. How's all doing? I'm myself, Ro here. Welcome all the new listeners today. I've seen a few new names there popping up in there to the comments. Basically, we do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter at the same time. Now, but not next week, folks. Just so you know, next week we're going to be starting the show an hour early at 12 o'clock and finishing an hour early at 3 o'clock. Next week is Mother's Day, so Laura is going to be going out with her ma and whatever and stuff for doing Mother's Day things, doing Mother's Day, you know. So obviously I'm trying to negotiate, and I don't want to give up the show completely next week. I still want to sort of do it, but obviously she's going to be going out for dinner about 4 o'clock or something, so sort of said I'll start the show a bit an hour earlier just so I can get finished. So next week, folks, it's going to be on 12 to 3, just so you all know, and you'll not give me grief that well, especially all these women out there. You all deserve a day out on Mother's Day. But I mean, I want to know, like, it seems like when is Father's Day? Like it's, I know Father's Day if he's have a day, but like it's I don't get to go do anything. Like go out and get pissed and have a meal and bloody get drunk and give doormen and barmen grief. So don't, like, that's one thing I will never ever work Mother's Day ever again. Had one nasty experience with it up in the Call Mill, Poglass, DJing at it, and I said to myself, never ever again. My gear gets smashed up, threw off the stage, everything. I says never ever do it again. These are all just mad as hatters. All the one day a year brigade is good, one day a year, and just get a few bloody Prosecco's into you and bloody want to beat the world, see us do. So, nope, not for me, I'm afraid. So, so but yeah. So, next week, folks, Row, stop digging. I mean, that's my problem. I never know when to stop digging, then I get myself in an awful lot of trouble, so I do. All the time, but sure. Puglass, that's Comanche Company. You know what? There's Coal Island you're talking about there, so it is, Stevie. See, I will try and tune in as I'm away with my mum and sisters. New Lodge Parade you're looking for. Right, I see you're all get me grief here. I go pray but I should have stopped talking a minute ago or so. I should have. See, Slim, what a lovely version. P.P. Marley, Legend of Wee Man, he got around your belt. The song is called. It's not P.P. Marley, Joseph McGuire. It's called It's called P.P. Rooney. So it is. It's not P.P. It's P.P. Like P.E.P.E. The name P.P. It's Peter P.P. Rooney. So that's what the song's called. Legend of Wee Man, he got away with Gibraltar. Yes. So I'm going to be playing it there later on before we'll finish up the show this afternoon. Our Mass Sniper. Right. So what do we have? We're going to do a bit of Kathleen Loggy this time from the album. Let's see what one it is. The Price of Justice. So Kathleen Loggy on the flying column. This is The Price of Justice with her song The Patriot Game. Very old. You can hear the crackliness in this here. It is a very, very old album, but it's one of probably the best rebel albums ever written and ever produced. So it's I know Celine likes people with Kathleen Loggy, so we'll dedicate this one to you today, Celine. So it's Rebel Sundays, folks, with Kathleen Loggy and The Patriot Game during the last hour for you this afternoon.
Come all you young rebels and list while I sing, for the love of one's country is a terrible thing. It vanishes fear with the speed of a flame. It makes us all part of the patriot game. My name is gone 16. My home is in Monaghan, that's where I was weaned. I've read all my life cruel England to blame, and so I'm a part of the patriot game. 2 years since I wandered away with a local battalion of the bold IRA. I've learned about heroes and wanted to sing, to play out my part in the patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in the chest. His wounds from the battle, all bleeding and bare. His fine body twisted, all battered and that soon made me part of the patriot game. This island of ours has for long been half free. 6 counties still under John Bull's tyranny. So I gave up my bargained and stole. I wish that my rifle had given the same to the quislings, the sold out, the patriot game.
There we go. Sound of the flying column Kathleen Largy with the Patriot Game, folks. This is Rebel Sundays with myself, Ro, every Sunday from 1 to 4 on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter, multi-streaming for 3 hours every single week. But I say apart from next Sunday, we're on 12 to 3 next Sunday, obviously because of Mother's Day. I need to start a wee bit earlier and finish a bit earlier because the wife is going out with her own mother and whatever else. Go and do what women do on Mother's Day and just annoy people. I'm only joking. You all deserve your day out on Mother's Day. She is do but doing it. Some of you just overdo it a wee bit and just go a wee bit crazy because all these bitty time you're stuck in the house with these kids and they're doing your head in and you just want to get out. And then whenever you do get out, you just go a wee bit loopy loo. So you do. And I know it's not your fault that you're just sort of like letting loose. You are, but not all women now. A lot of them are. Most of them are all respectful and whatever. But there's just a few yous are just a bit mad, I have to say. Right, let's see. Or Maura, what's crack? Maura says, "Love Rebel Sundays. Happy days, good woman yourself." Yep, it's what Sundays are for, Terry. So I'm going to do a song here next from Damien Quinn. So I'll go especially for James Deb McClave, who asked for this one. Of course, the Ballad of Pete B. Rooney. And I have to say there, and if any of us were on the Devonish on Wednesday night and you caught when Stefan called up Joanna Kelly, you may have heard her singing. She sung the Ballad of Maria Farrell. And the reason why that is so significant for it is because she's written a new verse of the song and added it in to add Pete B. Rooney into it. Obviously, because a lot of people didn't know that obviously Peter was part of the operation in Gibraltar, but he got away. So he did for when we were on home. But he was part of that operation when the other, when Dan, Marie and Sean were murdered in. So he was, so she's added that to her verse into her version of Maria Farrell. So hopefully we'll maybe get, I told her, when she gets it recorded, send me it through and I'll maybe get on the show some week. But yeah, that was Joanna Kelly who sung it there on Friday night on stage alongside Stefan in the Devonish. So she did. Now I just got these here sent through. So we'll have obviously the Irish Brigade were back to doing their traditional 2-day bender, or sorry, 2 sets bender in the Fellons every St. Paddy's Day, which was tradition for years. They've done like a matinee set and then one that evening. So obviously Marty and the Liam were along with Stevie, and so I mentioned how rough Stevie was looking earlier on. So you can judge for yourselves. So this maybe, I don't know if this was the start of it, the end of it, but there's Jerry with, and I just didn't know Jerry Glacken is Stevie Holbrook's old school teacher. So he is. Imagine having a guy like him as your teacher, and this was sent in as well by Marty. There's a whole lot. There's the whole clan. Looks like it must be the end of the night, and Stevie is looking right. Stevie, what's going on here? You have a bit of a belly on you there, Stevie. Are you is Marty pushing you or something there? What's the crack of you? You're near getting as big as my belly, nice you are. It's looking like it. Maybe it's just a bad light, is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit hard on you there, am I? You see him. That's him. So getting used culture, you've got a great money slag, mate. So right, folks. Also as well, this here. So I know a lot of you are going to it. So this is going to be happening over 2 days. On let's see, I'll get rid of the banners. Over 2 days on the 27th and 28th of May this year. So it's Ballfest 3. This is being ran by Ian Brown from Patter Brown's Pub in Dublin. So loads of great bands going to be happening over 2 big massive rooms in the City West Hotel. You can buy the tickets from patterbrowns.com, folks. The lineup is going to be myself. Obviously, I'm going to be introducing all the bands on the stage, generally giving them a wee intro before they come on. You can see it at the start of the page. Rebel Podcast with myself. I'll be there as well, basically doing a few recordings with some of the bands, interviewing some of the guests and the punters at the thing. So really looking forward. So cheers to Aidan for having me. So Clover, it's going to be our Clover from Limerick, Rick the Ices, the Rebel Hearts, Emer is going to be on, Derek Warfield and the Young Wolf Tones, Dreams of Freedom, the Foxy Devils, Gary Ogue with a full band, the Irish Brigade, obviously with a full band. It says here Liam MacDonald and Damien Quinn, they are now not playing at the gig. Callie's Men are now replacing them, and so Callie's Men is now going to be at the gig instead of Liam MacDonald and Damien Quinn. So I think Callie's Men, from going by Ballfest 2, the videos I've seen, they absolutely blew the roof off. Definitely the best band there. Chris Carney and then the Raising the Moon So that's going to be taking place, folks, over 2 days on the 27th, 20th of May this year at the City West Hotel in Dublin. And I know if you are planning staying that weekend, the City West also we're doing like a special deal for bed and breakfast overnight. I'm going to be staying there myself. So cheers, Aidan, for putting me up in the hotel, mate. You're a gentleman. I won't have to sleep in the car this year like I had to the last time and kept everybody awake out the back. The fire alarm kept going off in my car. The alarm kept going off in my car. That's what happens when you try and sleep in the back of a car and you're moving about constantly and you lock the doors. The alarm's going to go off, maybe in the idiot that I am. So, yep, there we go. So, look, if you want to get tickets for that there, folks, you can get them from potterbrowns.com. So, there's Friday the 27th and Saturday the 20th of May this year. So, get yourselves on to it. A great, great weekend. Right, let's see what's happening back in the comments. What we'll have here. We'll have... I wish someone would come and take Elaine. I wish someone would come and take Elaine out. Did you mean like take her out for a drink or like just take her out? Well, you have to specify there, Marty, what you're talking about. Like, I think it's when somebody's making your dinner for you, you shouldn't be. That's like, you're on for a Hayden there, Hayden and Eleventh. See there, mate. See I come up comments like that there. See let's see who else we'll have. See Stevie says, yeah, that was at the end of the night. Oh, okay. Johan says, can someone rate the title of the beautiful song earlier? Joseph. It's called Joseph Mary. So it is, I'll send you the link to it. Well, yes, and Johan, it's on the CD. So it is, remember the CD I gave you at the airport this year? The Rebs for Hope CD. This here song's on the CD. So it is. So it's on there, mate. So have we look at you look for it. It says Sean McCafferty, Joseph Mary. So there you go. Bad lighting. There we go. See, Marty says one night Stephen Holbrook will last at the 5 o'clock. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. Yeah, so it's on the Rebs for Hope album, Johan. Yeah, so Johan, I gave you a copy of the CD there last week in the airport when I seen you. So yep, there you go, mate. It's on the CD, so you already have it. Right, so what we'll have, we're going to do this one here now. Next, this is the ballad of Peter Peepy Rooney from Damien Quinn. That's a lovely, great song. So it is written all about Peter Peepy Rooney from St James's here in West Belfast. You heard Damien talking all about this here song. We had him on there on the show live a few weeks ago. So yeah, this is for James Deb McClave, who asked this one. Also Terry Craney, who just sort of, she likes a wee bit of Damien Quinn now and again. Not too much, but she likes a bit herself, a bit of Damien Quinn. So for all you to ask this one, just listen to the words of this song. I've said it many times again. Still think this is the best song Damien has ever written. The words to it are just very emotional. So fair play to Damien. So yeah, Rebel Sundays, folks, into the last hour for you this afternoon. Here we go.
I tell to you the story of one of Ireland's bravest sons. His name is Peepy Rooney. In St James's life begun. He was born into a conflict of oppression and of shame. So he took a stand for Ireland to break those English chains. So we'll sing of Peepy Rooney from St James's by the Falls, that fearless fighting soldier for Ireland gave his all. Smiling face, that face that we all knew. You lived your life for freedom's fight and for Ireland's 32. He watched his brother Daniel die, murdered by the Crown. This spurred his fight for freedom. Us crappies won't lie down. He joined a Fenna Erin at 16 years of age, and soon became a volunteer in the battle fighting soldier, for Ireland gave his all. No more we'll see your smiling face, that face that we all knew. You lived your life for freedom's fight and for Ireland's 32. He was proud to give the gun salute when they honoured Bobby Sands, and again for Joe MacDonald with his rifle in his hand, beaten and arrested when that funeral was attacked. Did a sentence in the H blocks and then reported back. So we'll sing a P.P. Rooney from St. James's by the Falls, that fearless fighting soldier, for Ireland gave his all. No more we'll see your smiling face, that face that we all knew. You lived your life for freedom's fight and for Ireland's 32. The fight for Irish freedom led him overseas, to England and to Europe, for Ireland's liberty. He was over in Gibraltar with his comrade Dan McCann, who was murdered with Mairead and Sean, far from their native land. So we'll sing a P.P. Rooney from St. James's by the Falls, that fearless fighting soldier, for Ireland gave his all. No more we'll see your smiling face, that face that we all knew. You lived your life for freedom's fight and for Ireland's 32. You lived your life for freedom's fight and for Ireland's 32.
Fantastic as always, Damien Quinn, the ballad of Peter P.P. Rooney, folks, on Rebel Sundays. Yeah, we're in the last 45 minutes for you this afternoon. Hope you're all enjoying the show today. Again, cheers to everyone who sent us a wee tip or donation during the show over the last 2.5 hours or so, or 2 hours or so. Folks, yep, always say much appreciated. So you can see here, where's the point? If you can just scan the wee QR code, you want to send something through there on PayPal. Folks, just scan your phone over it and it'll bring you straight to the screen, or if not, just go to paypal.me/DJ Row Show, or if you're in the south, you want to use Revolut, so it's revolut.me/DJ Row Show. So it is. And also, you can send me a wee bank transfer as well. So if anyone don't have PayPal or Revolut, you want to send something through to help to keep the show going, folks, just send me a wee PM to any of the pages on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, or Instagram, and I will give you the details for the bank. So the bank link. So thank you all legends, laddies. Right, I'll just jump into the comments and see what we'll have happening here this afternoon now. Johan says, sorry, George and Pop, you're now my second favourite song. Oh, sure, we was talking about Joseph Mary. Yeah, it is a beautiful song there, so it is. Kathy Cardwell is watching with you. How you doing, Kathy? What's the crack? See your buddy sister the other night. Jesus Christ. Give me some grief for on Wednesday, so she did. Right, let's see. It was for James Devon McLeod, no problem, mate. Sammy Marshall, what's crack? Sammy, good man. I've seen you purchase your weekend tickets for the big fans gathering, lads. Thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing the Cope Bridge massive here back in West Belfast once again this December. All fantastic. Can't wait to see us all here, mate. So listen, out there, I will send you the link. See if you want to play it. Even on it's on YouTube, so it is. So I'll send you through the link to it. So I will, Johan, on Facebook here, so you have it if you want to play it through the CD. So I won't. Right. So what we'll do next? What we'll have lined up next? We're going to do a tune from the Rebel Hearts. Obviously, we had Potty on the show a few weeks ago. Great interview, great crack from the lads. So we're going to do one now from their album, their very first album, Our Fight for Freedom. This is the one we were talking about, their version of Get the Brits Out, or Going Home British Soldiers, which had the most F-bombs in any song I've ever heard. But this is the one I played there in Derry, in Buncrana, on the one I played in Buncrana on St. Paddy's night. So it was, obviously, you were playing in your room with a couple of hundred absolutely drunk black kids. They really loved this version of this song. But we're not going to play Going Home. But it's the same album it's from. So this one here, we're going to play Alvida's End Across McLean, another great track with my Jerry Glacken. So this is from their album Rebel Hearts, Our Fight for Freedom, folks. This is Alvida's End Across McLean on Rebel Sundays.
A faded sun took across my land. Farewell to Carrickmore. I have seen enough of fire and ice, and I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more. The recruits and sergeants, he told me, son, army life is great, but he did not mention the martyr bands, the bloody Claymore mine. So I made a son to cross my glen. Farewell to Carrickmore. I have seen enough of fire and boys, and I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more. He told me of the German girls, the discos every night, but the only crack in South Armagh comes from a normal life. So I made a son to cross my glen. Farewell to Carrickmore. I have seen enough of fire and boys, and I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more. Well, I spent some time on the Tunbridge Lane, where I thought I knew no fear, till a van bomb parked outside our place, but the barracks round my ear. So I made a son to cross my glen. Farewell to Carrickmore. I have seen enough of fire and boys, and I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more. Farewell at last to West Belfast, to the markets and the falls. Well, I quickly got the message there. It was written on the wall. So I made a son to cross my glen. Farewell to Carrickmore. I have seen enough of fire and boys, and I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more. So all you young lads, oh, in England you may be signing under blue, just stay well away from the IRA, and they won't bother you. So I'll be the son to cross my glen. Farewell to Carrickmore. I have seen enough of fire and boys, and I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more. Oh no, I won't be back for more.
There There we go. So the Rebel Hearts are for you from County Tipperary. There we go. County Tip. That's from the album Our Fight for Freedom. There's a Vita's End across McGlen. Let's see. There's Paul Sheeran. What is the crack, Paul? Hello from Limerick. What's the crack, mate? What are you putting? Is this here like Limerick flags you're putting in here? All I can see is we NG. So I assume it's green and white. South Africa flags you've been putting up, or is it? Good to see you all, mate. I'm gonna be yarn with you tomorrow, so let's see. Right, let's see what we'll go do next. Let's see the comments here. Where are we? What do I have left? Another 40 minutes. I'm trying to. There's one song somebody asked me to play there, and I was looking for it, and I can't really find what the hell one it was in there. I'm just looking through the comments here. I think it was one of the ones from YouTube. Yes, somebody had said, "Can you play some of Irish Brigade?" And it's sort of, I know it said, like, I'll hold off towards the end of the show. So I would, but yeah, listen, we've already been cut off once by Facebook today. So if they cut us off, we'll get back on again. So we'll do this one here. This is from the Irish Brigade album, live in the Sidewalk. Sorry, 25 and Still Alive, recorded live at the. I think this one was recorded live at the Sidewalk in Dublin, so it was, not sure. But this is a wee medley, so there's a couple of songs. So I know a lot of the songs Jerry does, they're all wee sort of medleys put together. So we'll do this one here. Last about 5 minutes. So if it cuts off, it cuts off. Who gives a fiddler's fart, as they say here in West Belfast. So yes, the Irish Brigade, folks, live. No other way. Well, second, let's see. Right, here we go. This is the Irish Brigade with a bit of medley, folks, on Rebel Sundays in the last 40 minutes of the day's show.
We medley starting off one called The Broad Black Brimmer.
Well, there's a uniform that's hanging in the snow as feathers wood. A uniform so simple in style. Oh, it has no rhythm, no hackney for the room. People has been certain all the while. One day she made me turn out of mind for years. To memory of your vanishes, it says. And I said this to Sandra when she's waiting through tears. She placed a broad black river on me head. It's just a broad river, the driven straight and torn, the carelessness of many that left them reels. And all threads cold, so much they hit the board, that reaches almost tender at the knees. And some roundabouts, the mugger away the song, and a holster that's an empty menagerie. When they came out of table, choose to leave them over the blood black river of the IRA. When men claim Ireland's freedom, the one should choose to leave them. Will be the provisional army council of the IRA.
Oh, I am a merry proud boy, and I'm proud to feel my day, till the sudden thought came to my mind that I should run away. For I'm sick and tired of slavery since the day that I was born, and I'm off to join the IRA. I'm off tomorrow morn. And we're all up to Dublin in the green, with the helmets glistening in the sun, where the bayonets flash, the rifles crash to the echo of a Thompson gun. Well, some men fight for silver, and some men fight for gold, but the IRA are fighting for a land that the Saxons know. And we're all up to Dublin in the green, with the helmets glistening in the sun, where the bayonets flash, the rifles crash to the echo of the Thompson gun. One early morning the branch men were sleeping. A little helicopter flew across the sky into the yard where some prisoners were drilling. Get ready for inspection, said the warder in the jive. Oh, there's something like a bird and it's over the city. 3 men are missing, I heard a warder cry. It must have been a bird that flew into the prison, or one of those new ministers, said the warder in the jive. Well, down in the yard, mixed the pushing and the shoving. 3 of the prisoners jumped into the bird, up and away into the blue sky. I think someone's escaping, said the warder in the jive. And it's something like a bird, and it's over. Say it yourself. 3 men missing. Sure, it must have been a bird that flew into the prison, or one of those new ministers, said the warder in the jive. But search every hole, search every nook and cranny, let no man rest till these prisoners are found. For this cannot happen to a law and order government. We think you'll never find them, said the warder in the jive. I just like a bird and it's over. 3 men are missing. I heard a warder cry. It must have been a bird that flew into the prison, or one of those new ministers, said the warder in Mountjoy.
There we go. Sound of the Irish we gave you, folks. And we think it cut off. Well, soon we think it cut off anyway. Maybe they might just cut me off now as soon as the song's finished. That's what they normally do. They normally let you get the song played and go, they're going to let us. They're not going to cut us off today, and then boom, cheerio on Facebook. So the numbers are still staying up there. So hopefully that was it. We're not going to cut us off today. Right, a few more wee pictures getting set in, folks. So obviously you all know our moderator on YouTube, folks. Marty Spanners, as I like to call. So let's see. Well, he sent me this here. If you want to know how he sits and bloody moderates the show on a Sunday, this is how he does it. Let's see, right? You look at this now. So basically sitting there, watching me on the laptop, speakers on, dinner right in front of him. Jesus, he's that man's, but you know, no gravy, Marty. Is that the gravy in the pink glass beside you, or is it? Jesus, you're spoilt rat, and you want somebody to take your missus out. Like, well, how could you? Why would you not want to do this here? Like beside you, Jesus Christ, mate. Right, so folks, if any of you are looking to want to know what's happening over Easter, right, and we're doing a couple of gigs over Easter Sunday, so this will be the first one, right, really looking forward to this here. This will be on Easter Saturday night, right, up in the Cross Square Hotel in Crossmaglen. Say that the lads from Finnan who have invited me, I'll just get rid of these here banners at the bottom. The lads from Finnan have invited me to play up with their gig for them, so it's going to be myself plus Finnan over the, I've been told it might go on to about 4 or 5 in the morning, but I'll not be out at 4 or 5 in the morning, obviously with the parade on the next day and stuff, and go home for the kids. So I'll be doing the gig and getting home once I'm done. But yeah, it's going to be a great night. Admission is £5, folks. I think there's tickets for it, but you should be able to pay in on the door as well, right? And then on Easter Sunday night, you'll see me putting this up right on there. This here one we'll be doing Easter Sunday at McKenna's Bar in Sailortown. It's just down beside the Dockers Club there in Belfast. So yep, Easter Sunday night, Rebel Sunday myself, DJ Rowe from 8 to 12, folks. You'll basically be hearing me playing a lot of the songs normally playing the show, and then maybe a few sort of more rowdier ones as well. And I think there could be a singer on before I go on. So that's Easter Sunday, folks. And don't forget as well, this year, Easter Sunday, now the Cup semi-final is going to be taking place, Celtic against Rangers, at the what do you call it? That nice little stadium that's in. Jesus Christ, Hampden Park. Yep. So that's at 2 o'clock, and all I'm going to say is, folks, if anybody is not at the Easter parade this year, the first one that's back after being out for the pandemic, and anybody that's decided to sit in the house or sit in the bar and watch this match instead of going to the Easter parade in Belfast, shame on you, laddies. No matter where you are, all over the country, if there's an Easter parade taking place, you should be at it. Go and watch the second half of the match. I'm serious. So I would hope all the bars show a bit of respect, especially in Belfast anyway. It's on the route of the Easter parade and close down while the parade is on. Because I'd hate to think people are sitting watching Celtic and Rangers while busy people are out the road marching up, commemorating our Patriot Day from 1916 and on. So yeah, that's where you can find me on Easter Sunday night, folks, from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock in McKenna's Bar in the Sailortown. And then the night before This one here, we're going to be in Cross McLean, up in the Cross Square Hotel on Easter Saturday for a big Rebel night. Really, really looking forward to that one there, lads. So, right, let's see what we'll have left to do in the last half hour. Right, so I'm going to do a song next. Paul asked me to play Paul from Clover. He looked at me to play a Dreams of Freedom song. Dreams of Freedom. Richie and the boys, Richie, another guy I had on the show last year. They're currently turning it up in America on another state-by-state tour all over the place. I've watching their videos on Facebook, so I've written it, and it looks like they're having a couple of cracking gigs. So fair play to the lads from Dreams of Freedom. I don't know how they're doing it. It looks like some show. Alright, so it does look. Let's see. Joseph Agnew, how you doing? Joseph says, hail, hail, road, brilliant tunes and sounds. Hail, hail. Thank you very much, mate. James McClave, don't believe what you hear. Go and see them. They're amazing. That's a dinner and a half. Definitely is, Mark. A dinner and a half. The gravy is in the jug. You playing? It looks like a. Hold on a second. We'll get this on here. I don't know if it's like a jug or a pint glass. That's why I say is it in the pint glass beside you. So is this the jug here beside my finger? Is it? It looks like a pint glass. I don't know, but anyway. There you go, you're a chummy bastard. You're sitting giving your wife grief and just bloody serving you up something like that there. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should. Absolutely ashamed of yourself, Martin Heaney. Total disgrace. Right, yes, we're going to do this one here next. Says, all I can say is don't drink with them because you'll end up drunk with Ro taking pics while you're quick asleep. Well, mate, listen, James, that's your fault. I was mentioned this last week and you might not have heard because you weren't on the show. You decided to buy all of us scrumptious amounts of drink all night. Thought you were doing us all a good turn, and basically you hadn't got one pint finished, you're bringing another pint up, and it's your fault. So it is. So I mean, like, what do you want? Like, I mean, you had a roll off your own back there, but I think you haven't had the most drink. Well, no, Johan had the most drink, and he really outlasted everybody. So he did. I don't know. That man just drinks pints, Guinness by the gallon, and not by the pint. So he doesn't. But that's them big Swedish boys there for you. Marley takes the gravy by the pint. Right. So listen, Paul Sheeran asked me for this one here. This great band written by Richie from Dreams of Freedom, called Ireland's Martyrs Video 1, obviously all about, was written for the 40th anniversary of the hunger strikes. Great song. We'll play it when Richie was on. So yep, Paul, this one's for you, mate. He's requested this here. It's Dreams of Freedom with Ireland's Martyrs Video 1 on Rebel Sundays.
To break us they tried, but took us for fools. No brave volunteer would follow their rules. We fought till the end. Our belief was so strong. We want a free Ireland where the Brits don't belong. 40 years have passed now since those brave young men stood up for their rights, the heroic gallant 10. Not even the cruelty they endured through that living hell could deter them from their cause in that H-block cell. Bobby Sands from Belfast, a rebel to the core. Your name we will remember and cherish forevermore. Francis Hughes of Balahi, fearless against the crown. With your fight for Irish freedom, you never left us down. Those brave young men of 81, honoured to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers, gone down in history. A gallant Ray McCreesh, from South Armagh came he, as clever a soldier there was to evade the enemy. Patsy O'Hara, brave and bold, from the heart of Free Derry town, known for his resilience, they failed to break him down. Joe MacDonald from the Falls Road, a brave soldier was he, standing by his comrade, showing faith and loyalty. Martin Harrison was a member of the East Tyrone Brigade, courageous till the end, his defiance never swayed. Those brave young men of 81 hungered to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers come down in history. Kevin Lynch of Dungiven, from a sporting family, to gain political status, their demands were priority. Kieran Doherty from Belfast, fighting for the prisoners' cause, with courage and with bravery to suppress cruel England's laws. Balahi's Thomas McElwee was the youngest of the 10. His unwavering determination will we ever see again. Mikey Devine from Free Derry, the last man to die, a rebel proud and true, and nobody can deny. Those brave young men of 81 hungered to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers come down in history. Thatcher tried to quench the flame for our right to be free, but British justice is all it was, now all the world can see. Prisoners of war is what we were, and that's no shame to say. We fought for our rights and integrity, and that's our legacy today. Those brave young men of 81 hungered to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers come down in history. Those brave young men of 81 hungered to be free. Ireland's gallant soldiers come down in history.
Sooner of Dreams of Freedom with Ireland's Martyrs of 81. There we go. Especially for Paul Sheeran has that there one. That was yeah. So first bit of Dreams of Freedom, they are in America at the minute. Maybe they might be finished now. I know, but they're a whirlwind tour of all the states. Some travelling. So it's like, I mean, I thought it was bad enough me going to Buncrana and back to Derry and then Buncrana again, or sorry, vice versa. And then even 2 weeks ago, basically going to Liverpool and back to Scotland again the next day. But like the travelling them boys are doing now over in America at the minute is some driving, like, so fair play to us lads, very, very dedicated indeed. Right, last 20 minutes today, if you folks go try and fit in a few more wee tunes in. Celine just says, yeah, I don't do dishes. Well, I just I know Facebook just cut off again, folks, but it's back on again now. So I say that's a really good thing about this here new software you're using. Before, I had used the StreamYard software. Whenever Facebook was gone, that was it. We couldn't get it back on again, but now we can just restart a new stream again literally within seconds, and it's back on. So that's what your money pays for, folks. I'm paying a hefty fee for this here stuff every month, the subscription this here StreamYard, for all of the advantages that comes with it. But that's one of them, with this. So yep. So that's when you give us a donation, folks, each week, it all goes towards in the paying for all this here stuff. So it does for the show. So cheers. So what do we have? Yeah, about 20 minutes left, but probably about another 4 songs, maybe 5 in. Well, here we go. Stevie Homework again. All women should do dishes. LOL. Jesus, Stevie, don't be starting this day. The day you're rod for your own backer and ice you are. Right. So somebody asked me to play Krista Coyle. The song you were looking at, I don't have it, but we're going to do one from Krista's album. Well, it's actually a wee medley. 2 songs together from her album, from the Streets of Free Derry. Of course, Krista was our support act for the gig a couple of weeks ago in Malone's in Glasgow. Fantastic night, so it was. So again, Krista, thank you very much. Cheers. Right, so this is, let's see what one it is we'll have her go play. This is the Irish Soldier Laddie and Mary Playboy, 2 of them together in from her album from the Streets of Free Derry. So yeah, last 20 minutes, folks. Yes, folks. Too many folks in there. I need to get a drink. My mouth's going very, very dry. So yeah, if there's any songs you want on, let me know now. And if I haven't played your song yet that you request for, just put it again in the request box or in the comments in Facebook, YouTube or Twitter, and I'll try and get it in if I haven't already. Here we go.
Was one morning in July, I was walking through Tipperary, and when I heard a battle cry from the mountains overhead, as I looked up to the sky, saw an Irish soldier laddie who looked at me right fearlessly and said, "And will you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the crown? And will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield? True Irishman and go and fight the forces of the crown? And will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield? For tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town." And as we march back home again in the shadow of the evening, with our banners flying low to the memory of our dead, turned unto our homes without our soldier laddie, and I never will forget those words he said. "And will you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the crown? And I will march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield. For tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town. Will you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go and fight the forces of the crown? And will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield? For tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town." Oh, I am the merry ploughboy, and I plough the fields by day, till the sudden thought came to my mind that I should roam away. And I've always hated slavery since the day that I was born. Now I'm off to join the IRA, and I'm off tomorrow morn. And we're all off to Dublin in the green, and where the helmets they glisten in the sun, and where the bayonets flash, the rifles crash to the echo of a Thompson gun. And I'll leave behind my old grey coat, and I'll leave behind my plough, and I'll leave behind me horse and me yoke, and no more will I need them now. And I'll take my short revolver and my bandolier full of lead, and live or die I can but try to avenge my country's dead. And we're all off to Dublin in the green, and where the helmets they glisten in the sun, and where the bayonets flash, the rifles crash to the echo of a Thompson gun.
by Pearse's side, or fought with the provost too. Now their face for his spell, and I still they fall, living just 7-1.
Sam Brown boat with the buckles big and strong, the holster that's been empty many's a day.
At Diblock Court, my protest soon began.
As he ordered, it rang out. Present times he fired.
Farewell to Bulaki, likewise Tom the dog, and the greenhouse dairy that I dearly love. My thoughts turn to you from the dark, it's broken. Friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell through the hills of Southbury. We marched and we drove to exploits and actions, all our issues through. Most feared men in Ulster, volunteers on the run. He gave England a ransom from the barrels of our guns. So farewell to Bulaki, likewise Tom the dove, greenhouse dairy that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from from me dark hitch blocks, so friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh, gallant Southbury, you're forever blessed in the struggle for freedom. Given your best, this hues and this pizza, Sheridan and Lee, and inscribed with their names now. Brave Tom McElrees, farewell to Bullocky. Likewise Tom Ladon and the Greenhouse Derry that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from me dark cage blocks, so friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. So friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell.
Yep. So the brilliant there at Gary Oak, folks, or if he is farewell to Balahi. Just have he want to do a different version of that song. So we usually play the sort of same ones every other week. I mean, we'll play it. So I just want to sort of mix up a wee bit there. That's why I play that one. But I heard Gary singing this here during the week there. Actually he sung it in the Dadnish on Wednesday night there, that version of it. Just so you can hardly hear anything in the house. I mean, it's just fantastic the way that just stripped it back. I mean, just acoustic, and it's no airs or graces about it, nothing too mad. Because remember him singing Farewell to Blackie before, he would have done it like a lot more livelier, I mean, faster paced. But that one there, great version. So fair play, Gary, fantastic. Joseph McGow says, good show today, everyone in good form until next time, folks. Well, I've still got another couple of songs left, don't worry. Let's see. So Marley says, good job, you didn't use Piano Fair in that video. Obviously the ad for the big fans gathering, get your accommodation booked, get your ferries booked. Well, listen, be honest, Marley, who would want to go into Larne on purpose? Do you know what I mean? Like, I posted on Facebook last week, it seems like a Wednesday curse for me. I normally get sent to Larne every other week for a job, and it's always a bloody Wednesday. So it is. So some days on a Wednesday you don't know what you're doing next, and you're just waiting the tax going right. You're going to Larne, you're like, oh Jesus Christ, Larne. I hate the place with a passion. I hate the people in it. I think even before we technically left the EU, the people that live in Larne voted it the most depressing place in Europe to live. It's a shithole. So it is absolute kip. So I'm not surprised the bloody thing all went tits up with the P&O ferries. Like, I mean, who would want to go in to Larne on purpose? How much to row for another hour to 5 p.m? Not the name it. Listen, honestly, Stevie, Larne's a shithole full of inbred hers. Well, Stevie, you know what they say, people in glass houses shooting throw stones and all that there. Right, so what do we have next? Right, so yeah, folks, tomorrow, 21st of March, is Martin McGuinness's anniversary. 2017 he died. Like, Jesus, that's crazy to think how long ago there was now. So yeah, we're going to do a song now. Obviously we played a song from Sean McCaffrey earlier on there, and I mentioned what a talented family he comes from. Well, this one here we're going to do, it's his sister's song now, Kieran McCaffrey. You know, I normally play her song. What song is it when people ask me to do? It's out of my head now. There's one I always play from her on the show, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, this one here, they put a lot of money into the song, production and all for it, and Kira, all the guys as well who have played the instruments on the song. It's just a really, really well put together tune. So this song is called Where My Heart Will Always Be, the ballad of Martin McGuinness. So it is, folks. So yep, Martin McGuinness anniversary tomorrow, 21st of March 2017. He passed away, and I have to say there hasn't been another this government that we have now at the minute, what's happened in Stormont and stuff. I mean, have to give Martin McGuinness his credit where it is now. I mean, you wouldn't think we would be half the shit we are now, what's happened here, if he was still about and still running the operation, you know. But it's just still, I can still remember that I was working at my old job where, I was working my old job when I got the news that Martin had passed away. I was going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning and seen it on BBC News Flash, and I was just like, oh God, like it was just shivers right through me, and it's just in a really sort of sad mood the whole day. Like, so I was I think even the wee cream bun that I was working with, who was my helper, he sort of knew not to give me any grief. I mean, normally he would have been, fuck him, blah, blah, blah. But I sort of knew what the sort of how I took it. But yeah, so folks, tomorrow is Martin's anniversary, 21st of March. So this is a lovely, beautiful track called Where My Heart Will Always Be, the ballad of Martin McGuinness from Ciara McCafferty.
I'm thinking of my childhood, growing up in the Bogside. People lived their daily lives, in hard times they did strive. But little did I know then what I would come to be, a soldier of my country, my life to see it free. As the conflict happened around me, and people marched for rights, injustice it was plain to see. It was the time to fight. No more the rule of Britain, no more an orange state, no more will we be second class. My calling I was faith, and in the years that followed, I chose to heed the call, to stand along with Ireland's braves and resist that lion's claw. From the Bogside and the New Lodge, in Tyrone and South Armagh, for the freedom of this country, great volunteers we had. As I look back on the struggle and pride of all we've done to create the time for peace again, our chance to be as one, the hope of just one Ireland, the dream of 32. It was not for me to finally see I won't be here with you. So in my final hour, God standing at my door, my family all around me, and all their hearts so sore. The main man made the call now, it's time for me to go. No more will I see green and high, or fish in rivers flow. Then take me to Cuchulainn and lay me by your side, along with my brave comrades beneath this cross I'll as you set Ireland free. I look out on the bogside where my heart will always be, and know that I will rest in peace as you set Ireland free.
There you go, folks. Yep, absolutely stunning song there from Ciara McCafferty. And the rest of the lads are from Derry with Where My Heart Will Always Be. The ballad of this man here, folks, on the screen, Mark McGuinness. And there'll never, ever be a leader like him in this country, ever again. I mean, people can say what they want about Martin McGuinness, and I've had people banned from the show for giving nasty comments and stuff while the show was on and calling them what to all sorts, but all those people give him grief that day couldn't lace this man's boots. That's the truth. What a legend he was. That's, folks, tomorrow is the anniversary, 21st of March, of the chieftain himself, Martin McGuinness. Right, there we go. Yeah, class song. Folks, so we're going to finish up as usual. We always play the last one of Dougie Brislin. So obviously talking about Derry there, another song here about Derry. So this is the last one, folks, this week. So we're going to finish up the show every week now on this going forward, start of this year with Jackie Duddy. So we'll finish up as usual with this. So again, folks, next Sunday we'll be starting at 12 o'clock because it's Mother's Day, and we'll be finishing at 3 just for next week only, obviously because of the Mother's Day's on, and I had to get up home, so to do my fatherly duties and let Laura get out. So folks, I'll see you all next Sunday. This is the last one of the week as usual with the Dougie Brislin with the ballad of Jackie Duddy, just simply called Jackie. So till then, see you all next week. Thank you very much again, folks, for tuning in today, for all your commenting, for leaving your song requests, and as usual, everybody that's left me a wee donation or a tip, thank you very much. You still can, folks. The links is there if you want to send me something through. So cheers, see you all next week at 12 p.m. on the start earlier show next week. Whoever plays.
Jackie, I remember your face from a far distant place. Yes, I do. Jackie, you were an innocent boy. Why did they destroy your future road to you? You came from a home of 9 sisters and 5 brothers. Up in the Craigan, you were my cousin. You worked with me brother Dustin, named after me father. Down in springtime, tending looms. Jackie, you were just 17 when they shattered your dreams, and we never got over it. Jackie, you'd have found a good wife and had a wonderful life and raised your weans well. In 68, your mother, Maureen, she died, and with Willie, your father, we cried. She was so very young. Her sister Dolly said if Maureen had survived, she'd have been in the coffin by your side. Your mother couldn't have coped. Jackie, you were good in the ring, 'cause that was your thing. You would have been a champion. Jackie, your nephew John did you proud. He's recognized by the crowd as fulfilling your ambitions. Your face is painted in murals down in the bog, and I pray to God that you'll not be forgotten. That day in 72, it's etched on our minds, the day that innocents died. They called it Bloody Sunday. Jackie, there were 13 others as well, more unfinished stories to tell. Jackie, 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 our Jackie, Jackie Duddy. On a summer's day in Derry in 2010, thousands gathered again, and the world had gone. The British government said sorry and admitted the wrong. The clapping went on and on, the cheering went on and on. Jackie, your innocence was declared, your family's voices were heard after 38 years. Jackie, now you can rest in peace. The false accusations have ceased. The truth has been set free. Paddy Doherty, Gerald Donaghy, Hugh Gilmore and Michael Kelly, Michael McDade, Kevin McElhenney, Bernard McGuigan and Gerald McKinney, William McKinney, William Nash, James Ray, John Johnston, John Young and Jackie Duddy. Jackie Duddy.
Winds are slow, her tender rannikum. They buds face hair, shantir a shunshir pasta. The akbar pantira not pental, and dots I in sabar well. They gone their kettle on was no sill. They gone their scrape. They labot now be lit. Charlotte canny around the veil. Thanks very much. Good night. God bless you all. Chuck you out now.
You've been listening to Rebel Podcast of Rory Carson. To listen to this and past episodes again, and to also check out future episodes, keep an eye on our official SoundCloud page. We are also available on all social media outlets. Just search Rebel Podcast. Bhí sé bhgéisteach an sin is an fád cruelly Rebel le Rory McCarson. Le héisteach le seo agus hir hagran a ríis, agus na hagran atá le teach, caisúil ar siú efigil sugin ar SoundCloud, agus táid ar fáil ar gach cinneal ardan ar na main thuisiilta. Ní mór ditch ach fád cruelly Rebel a curda.